Good morning. Play some more battles. Still in the adventure. Still back at Given. We are super close to master. Let's grab the offered stuff. Let's grab a sword. Let's roll. I think you might make a torch, you know. I think you might make a burning torch. We can grab another broccoli. That makes sense. Ooh, do we sell the pan? Or do we sell for the pan? Seeing as we have 3 food, we could kind of do with a heal, but I think that's okay. We want you there. What else can you touch? The garlic and the coal. You don't touch the fire, so that's going to give it a 60% chance, 20 to start with, and then 20 for the additional diamonds. So that's probably a little bit better. But I would like that burning coal to be made. Alright, let's send it. Oh, wait. Wait, how do we make that a torch? There we go, we're making a torch. We want to do torch first. Oh, and then we should have moved these two to make a burning coal. I've messed that up, that's fine. It's early morning, I've not woke up yet. That should now make a torch. Now making a burning torch. Okay. I'm glad we can do that during the fight. Put the broccolis there so they duplicate their buffs. You now want to go over here. Let's move these back up 1. No, back up 2. Put the twine there. Put garlic there. I need to figure out this whole board real fast. Okay, let's see what we got. Item triggers 100% faster. Refund 100% of the buffs used. Wait, why does that need to be here? Oh, would that mean that if this item were to consume buffs, for example... Start a battle. The star item triggers 100% faster for 1 second. Buffs used. Refund 25% of the buffs used. But why does that go in the bag? It has a 20% chance to duplicate the buffs they gain. What does this mean? How does this go in the buff bag? Unless when this turns into a burning torch, start of battle gain 2 heat, so would that mean that we could put this in the buff bag, and then this in the buff bag, and then this gives this item an additional chance to duplicate buffs? I don't understand why this goes in a buff bag. We'll figure it out. We've also got a potion bag, we may as well keep you for now, and we got some gemstones. So, we want to switch this around with this bag. We want to put you there with the burning torch. We want to put the twine there. You both move down 1. You can live there, so this triggers a little bit faster, ramps a little bit quicker. And then we've got the coal here. We need to do that, and then put the garlic here. So these are both in the duplication bag. And then we can put both these rocks here, so it's got a 80% chance. I think that's the play. And you're making a burning torch. Do you have a slot? You do have a slot. So we could technically do that, put you here, and then we can make you trigger faster, so you still have a 80% chance to gain max health. I think that is the play. I don't know why this can go in a buff bag when it gives us no buffs. That is a weird item. We'll figure that out in a moment. 3 weapons, but one of them costs no stamina. You have a crazy amount of armor, and we haven't ramped rejuvenation yet. Now we've got 6 rejuvenation because they've both duplicated their buffs. We've gained 12. They have also duplicated their buffs. Crazy RNG. Oh, we got a double axe. You're 0.7 stamina, you are 1.1. We no longer need the burning torch. We did get an achievement for making that. And then we want to put you somewhere in the bags. We also start with 2 luck, which is kind of nice. We've also gained a stamina sack. So we're going to sell the burning torch for 3. Repeat a random start of battle effect. That would only hit this. Which would make it ramp again. After 14 seconds, it would then make it go 100% faster. I don't think we need it. 2 rejuvenation or 2 in power, depending on which we have the less of, which is going to be in power because these 2 are pumping rejuvenation. That could be good. Thorns, I don't think we care about. So we need to make 2 gold. We're going to have to sell the gem, and we're going to have to sell the gem. I think that is okay to sell. Or we could have kept the gem and just sold this. I think we sell this gem for now, though. And we buy girl power. Okay. Yeah, you hit 5 things, and everything that can duplicate is in the duplication bag. Except this thing, and I don't know how this thing duplicates buffs exactly, because it doesn't give us a buff. Unless it's taking into consideration the star item thing. Which I guess if it does, if we were to put this on girl power, it would mean that girl power has like double chance to duplicate buffs. How's it going, Gamma? I hope you managed to get some sleep, and I hope you got some good news in regards to the car. I know you were quite tired yesterday. You were up for, what did you say, 15 hours, I think you said? But yeah, I guess, I don't know how this duplicates buffs, because it doesn't buff anything. I know it does say buffs used, refund 25% of the buffs used, so I guess it has a chance to duplicate the buffs used. I don't know how this works. It doesn't give us a buff. I don't know why it needs to go in a buff bag. Items inside have a 20% chance to duplicate buffs they gain. This doesn't gain any buffs. Unless, as I say, the star item is getting buffs. It's like start of battle, gain 2 luck. If we put this on the deck of cards, or girl power better yet, because it works on girl power, would that then mean that girl power gets additional buffs? I don't know. But for now, we're going to leave on the axe. Badly, and the worst news came. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope there's some sort of medication, and the cat can... intestinal cancer, tumor the size of a potato. Jesus. Terminal and kidney failure on top of it, only has weeks. Oh, bless you, I'm sorry to hear that. Cats are, they're fiddly things, aren't they? Because they don't really show you or like to explain that they're not very well. It's kind of frustrating sometimes because you'd hope that they'd, do you know what I mean, not run away and be like, I'm fine, leave me alone. Yeah. We gain some blueberries or dum-dum there. You take minus 10% magic damage, gain a 12 armor, plus 6 for each card before, inflict 4 frost. That's not the worst. Went from 6.3 to 4.6 kilogram in less than 2 months. Yeah, that does sound like he just basically gave up on eating. I don't need to eat. I think we're going to sacrifice the luck here, and we are going to play some cards. You want to hit both the cards though, so you want to come over here instead. That means we don't get to hit the cards. We need more bag space. Or we sacrifice max health. Oh wait, that's still not going to hit the card, is it? I'm not sure how we do that. We need bag space. I'm actually going to roll. We're going to unreserve that. We're going to roll for bag space. We've got another lovers. We're going to roll once more for bag space. There's some bag space, but it's not on offer. Could we now sell this thing for 3? That sells for 1. We could sell that on the burning coal or the fire. Let's sell that. Let's sell the fire. Let's buy some bag space. So now you are missing 1 item. No, you're not. You're hitting... Oh, I guess the twine and the flame were actually benefiting girl power. That's fine, we'll do 4. I would like to get that in the buff bag. Or this on girl power. We no longer need the bag space either. We've kind of messed that up a little bit. But that's alright. I think that on girl power is probably better to ramp. Hitting 4 things, that's fine. I don't think we need ace of spades. Ooh, although that's kind of nice. So we definitely crit. Hmm, 3 gold. I don't think we need any of that. We're going to send it. 9. Yeah, that's what I thought you said, yeah. Turbo Shelly to start with. I'm hoping our axe can ramp, and the spike shield doesn't mean we only hit for like 1 or 2 damage. We'll just hit for 25 damage. That's crazy. Double axe is nuts. We don't need that potion. The look's nice. We'll keep the look. We may as well just dump as many gems in the axe as possible. Do you still get hit there? No, you don't. I think blueberries go there. Garlic comes back. You don't need to hit the blueberries or the garlic. We do that. We buy the chili. We put it here. So the chili's getting buffed. I think that is pretty good. I think we send this. They have that tendency as well, cats, to, if they are poorly, they just run away and hide, don't they? And it's really difficult to actually know whether or not the cat's just acting up and being weird, or being the cat. Or if, yeah, there's an underlying issue that it just doesn't want to tell you about. We don't need the dagger. We do have this card. This could be interesting, especially when we saw that heat bull the other day. We've got one of these. This could be nice. The chip gemstones. I think we just grab bag space for now, though. We spin you around, we spin you around. We've got a fire to sell for 1 gold. That sells for 2. And that sells for 1. I think we keep this. We sell the fire and the rejuvenation. And then we grab you. So now we're going to gain a bunch of heat. And we're going to deal some magic damage. And we're also going to gain 8% magic damage. I would like the scroll. And I guess with luck, I mean, a lucky piggy's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe we go lucky piggy. Let's reserve this and let's see if we get a piggy. Swap garlic and Charizard. Oh yeah, we need to move that. Move that. And then yeah, that's fine. I could ideally do with some bag space just here. How do we do that? Or we could switch out the triple. No, we can't, because the triple is... No, we can. We can do that. Triple can now go here. So garlic's doing something and clover's doing something. You could be touched by that instead. Yeah, that's kind of okay. Which now means we can move this around. And I think the garlic would be better down here for the chili. So chili goes quicker. You're already touching 2, you're touching 1. Yeah, I think that's okay. Could move the gem bag. Oh, we could move the gem bag as well. We could also put this in the gem bag, but for now I'd like that to duplicate buffs. When we get another unique, or what is it, godly? Yeah, another godly. Is there a way to like... No, there isn't, is there? I was going to say, is there a way to like hover over this bag and then... Oh, there is. Is there? You press Alt and it'll tell me what can go in the bag. Yeah, because that's highlighting the only unique we've got. Yeah, alright, that works. Alt does everything apparently. Okay, we'll send this. Just have some coffee real quick. Lots of max health, mana gain, and that's going to ramp. They also take less damage. Well, we both take less damage. So we could lose this, although our axe hits very hard. We also had Puzzle Badge, so everything was going faster, but double axe early on is bonkers. We need to make a note of that, a mental note. What do you do? On reveal, reflect. Have we done this correctly? That's fine. For each card before. So that deals +4 damage for each card before, and that gains more armor for each card before. So I kind of feel like that's okay. Dealing more damage is probably better than gaining more armor. You kind of knew the news wasn't good, and they didn't tell you anything when you got out. So the usual grey sky with a slight opening of sun. It happened 2 times before that with other family members' deaths. Oh, so that's kind of like you've seen a sign, right? On reveal, reflect 3 debuffs. If there are no duplicate cards before, we steal 3 buffs, so that's kind of good as well. I've not played around with cards too much, so this is where we're probably going to have to mess around with bags a little bit. But that's okay, we want that card in somewhere. This is also nice to have. Gains Vampirism, deals damage, lifesteal, triggers faster for Frost, 2% faster for Blind. I think that's a good card. We will just reorganize bags real quick. What have we done? Girl Power's now hitting 9 things. We've got the cards all doing their juiciness. We've got the axe, we've got some foods, and we've got Devouring Sphere. Sphere? We've got a 15% chance to get a legendary, so that's kind of okay that we've got that. An axe is triggering 100% faster for the first 1 second. Still don't understand why this can go in a buff bag either. It doesn't give us any buffs, unless, as I say, if it were here touching this, it would mean that this has a higher chance to duplicate buffs. I just don't know. But yeah, if we ever see that deck of card skill, we will try and do a deck of card builds. It's the same thing I keep thinking. When we next see like the potion skill, we should just commit to a potion build. You've already got a Cupcake Goob. Oh, your Bag of Giving, no wonder. I love Bag of Giving so much. It's going to be like playing a completely different game when we go back to actually having to use the shop and buy things. I don't think we want any more weapons. We could use a boomerang. It would mean the axe may run into 1, possibly 2 stamina issues, but this will have free stamina usage. We don't want the burning sword. I mean, we do. We want all of this, to be fair, but we're going to sell all of it. Heap of sand, you're a common. You don't need to be touched by that, I don't think. Whoops. I'm pretty sure you don't. No, you don't. So sand can just live up there. Actually, never mind, I don't think you can get other class skills even with a badge. I don't remember seeing other class skills when with the adventurer, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure, though. So, I'm not going to lie, I think Weapon Master is terrible. I've tried this a few times. I've not figured out how this actually functions in a build correctly, especially when we're using Bag of Giving. So I'm never really picking Weapon Master, if I'm being completely blunt. Bard items activate, music item activates. Activate the cooldown of a random non-music item by 20%. Healing is increased by 20%. 15% chance to duplicate buffs gained. And every 6 seconds we heal for 30, or gain 5 random buffs, or inflict 4 frost. This is nice, even though it's been nerfed, but I think the only way, in my brain, I'm kind of one thought process at a time, but the only way this would really make sense to me is if we have a bunch of items that don't have cooldowns, like say for example a deck of cards, because these don't have a cooldown, and then we basically just get like an axe and loads of items that don't have cooldowns, like this doesn't have a cooldown, this doesn't have a cooldown, this doesn't have a cooldown, and then every time a music item activates, which right now is just the ukulele, it would just trigger the axe, and then the axe is going to basically advance the cooldown of a random item every 20 seconds, but it's going to be forced on the axe. The day they add a 2-slotter instrument, ukulele is going to be so good. Yeah, I mean, we've tried the ukulele build as well with 2 trumpets or whatever either side, and then hitting all the star things, but I've not been able to do that very well. So normally the 3 items that I always look towards is the Archaeologist Fedora, the Merchant Scale, or the Shieldmaster Turtle. Shieldmaster Turtle is, like, in my opinion, the subclass that requires no thought process. You dump it in the bag, you grab a few shields, works a treat. Archaeologist and Merchant both require a lot of juggling around. Merchant's really good, but I do think Archaeologist is probably my favourite subclass of the Adventurer, just because we get more treasure items. Every 2.3 seconds we use a look to steal 2 buffs, which is always nice. But I think for this build, I think we're going to go Shieldmaster. Both players take minus 35% damage for the first 7 seconds. That's going to give the double axe time to ramp freely. And every 13 seconds we gain armor plus 20% of your max health. We're not really doing anything with max health though. The cards, Archaeologist, and the rest of our bag is going to be a nightmare to fit in. So I am going to be lazy for the first game today. And we are going to grab Shieldmaster. We're going to pop you down here in the bottom corner. Although you can touch Shieldmaster, so can we do that better? We can by flipping you around, I would like more bag space here. So I think we're going to get a fanny pack and put you here. We're going to put you up here. So the shield can go here. And then we're going to make the turtle go faster. Oh, Shieldmaster in the gem bag. We don't have a godly item just yet, though. I mean, for the time being, we will just do that, I guess. Was that where it was? Yeah. And then actually, you can switch back round, and you can switch back round. And then you can go back here. So now you're hitting 10 things. You're hitting everything you need to hit. I would like to buy the other look. Which means no, we don't do that. I would like to get the other look, but I don't see where we'd put that to hit everything. So I think we grab the other look and we just pop it in the bag somewhere. Yeah, however we do this, I was thinking we could spin Charizard round and put you here like this, but you still hit exactly the same amount of things and there's no extra stars. The axe needs to move down 1, but we can't do that. Can we flip the axe somehow? We can. Was that correct? So if we put it there... Yeah. Like that? So now you're hitting 10 things. It sucks that we've got a random fanny pack just open doing nothing, but I guess the blueberries could go there. But then the broccoli gets 10% less ATS, so I think that's okay. I think that's fine the way we've got it set up. It's a bit rough, but I think that's alright. Hitting 10 things. Everything else is doing what it needs to do. All the food is hitting 2 things. So I think that's okay as well. We've got the cards hitting the cards. Sup Fanny and Stamina Sack. Oh, do we have space? We do have space for that. Good shout. Beautiful! Now the axe is going faster, which is way better than the Devouring Sphere going faster. And the only reason why that's here is just because the stars hit it here. We'd eventually move this around somewhere else. So you're still hitting 10 things. Axe is still doing what it needs to do. That's hitting the turtle. We now need shields. I would like this. I would like the fanny pack. But ideally, I want 4 bucklers. Which is a lot of bag space. Or, you know, 4 shields of valor or something. I just want this to hit 4 different shields. So we go super tanky mode. That's what I'm going to try and aim for. Double axe, 3 bananas. Do you cost stamina? You don't cost stamina. Randomly get spiked wall. I mean, that would be nice as well. Spiked wall does take up a lot of space though. One more hit. We luckily gained some armor there. I think that was the turtle that gave us that much armor. Another potion bell. I mean, we'll take it. Box of gems. We'll take that as well. We don't need the boomerang. We sell that. I would like that scroll. We need 1 gold. I think we sell the sand. We buy the scroll. You now need to get touched by this, I believe. Yep, and you don't hit anything in the bag, so you can just live up there for a second. We once again run into the problem. We could now move that down 1 like so, and put you here. Oh, you're already hitting a clover. You don't need to hit an additional clover. That's my mistake. I forget that. It's only 1 distinct class item. So it only needs to hit 1 of every class item. So that clover's fine to just be nowhere. That's fine. Perfect. We'll keep this on hold. We don't want any of this stuff. We just send it straight into the next one. I'll just have some more coffee. A null blade? That mana roll procced on like 6 seconds. .68 seconds. Not even 5 seconds and the mana roll procced. That is bananas to me. And that is because they start with 28 mana because of this thing. Wait, what? Oh, and this thing. Gain 3 mana for each rare item. So they're gaining 9 mana straight off the bat. In addition to 14 mana. That is crazy. And they've got a naked mana robe, you're not wrong. Every 6 seconds, use 3 mana to become invulnerable for 1 second, plus 0.2 for each 10 gold worth of gemstones you have. Up to 3 times. Increase cost by 3. Oh, it increases the mana cost by 3 every time it goes into invulnerability, I guess. And on invulnerability, we gain 3 blind. They only have 1 gemstone socketed, which is the 7 golder in the Null Blade. Null Blade, on whatever round we're on, is kinda strong, right? We're on round 9? Maybe. Broccoli Cube. Max health. That certainly does scale with Turtle. And we've got a health part, but we don't have a Shelly. You can go in there. Nullblade hitting a rainbow orb. That's a good point as well, so it's duplicating all the buffs, isn't it? We don't care about this. Common weapons deal 150% damage. We look at common. Common weapons deal 150% damage. So, wooden sword, pan, broom, or bow. They're the only weapons. 150% more damage means that this is hitting for what? 4 to 7, 4 to 8 damage? Like, the only good thing is a pan, right? The only reason why you'd get this is if you're using a pan with loads of, Oh, that would actually be a good build, right? Pan with loads of food. Because the pan's got 7, it can gain plus 7 damage. And it's a common. Which is bananas, because like this, it's way better than this. It's way better than this. Can we get rid of common a second? What's the hammer? 10 to 13. But this is 11 to 13. So this is better than the hammer if you've fully maxed the food. And then 150 damage on that. Oh, sorry, percent damage on that. I think the only reason why you'd get this is if you've got a pan, right? Oh, also rocks. Yeah, but rocks don't do any damage. They're 2 to 4 damage. Oh, if you've got lots of them, I guess. Not, I wonder if we could do a crazy build where we go pan with loads of food. And then we go Steel Goober. Where's Steel Goober? Is he a legendary? He is a legendary. Because then everything's going to gain +2 damage every activation. We could put the pan on the top and an activator, which means it only loses 1 star. Because the pan would go here, here, and here. Which means this will be food, this would be food, and then we'd ramp loads of food around the pan. We can put stones at the bottom, so the stones are ramping damage as well. A bow can work too, especially if you get marksman. Is there a way to look at just skills? This? Marksman. Or markswoman, I guess. Weapons deal plus 20% damage, attack 35% faster, and have 15% accuracy. That would also go pretty hard. I wonder... Because every time I see this, I've picked it once or twice, I just feel like it's garbage. 150% more damage on 2 to 3 damage is nothing. We could get dual wielding. We could also... Excuse me. We could also get enchanted weapons, which I think is way better, because the effects of a weapon has a 20% chance to repeat, which means this has a 20% chance to gain an additional 2 damage. I think this is what we're probably going to buy here, because we don't have 2 weapons. Would like to keep the health potion, would like to keep the badger, I think would like to keep the goober. We can possibly sell the broccoli for 1. Gemstone for 3. Gemstone for 4, gemstone for 5, and then this doesn't attack faster? I don't think we need to put poison on the opponent. Weird broccoli. Looks purple. Wait, what did I call a broccoli? Did I call something else a broccoli like this? The garlic, oh my bad, yeah. Yeah, I've got a thought in my head. I just, yeah. It's like calling a dog a badger, or whatever. A hedgehog, sorry, yeah, hedgehog a badger. Yeah, we're gonna sell this gemstone, sell this gemstone, sell this gemstone. We could sell. They sell for 1, don't they? Then we're gonna sell the garlic. And then we're probably going to sell the burning coal. I don't want to sell the burning coal though. I think we're going to sell the other garlic, you know. Nailed it. We're going, we're doing that. Got a joker. We'll grab you. We'll reserve you. We've also got a very cheap mana orb. We're not really generating any mana right now. We only generate 10. So here... Oh, and you consume it. Don't think that fits the build right now. We're going to reorganize bags. Is that looking tasty? Turtles doing nothing because we've got no shields. You're hitting the turtles, so you're going to gain more. Let me start that again. Turtle's good. This is hitting the turtle, so it's going to activate faster. You're hitting the weapon. Weapon's fine. Broccoli Goob is hitting the scroll, which is 2.4 seconds. The Devouring Sphere, which is 2.5 seconds, and the Blueberries, which is 3.5, and the Axe is 1.8. This, where the Blueberries are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we're leaving that there in the buff bag, so it's buffing as well. But that probably will be a faster activator than blueberries, but we'll double check when we start. Badger's 4.2 is hitting 5 things, so that's going to give us 20, no, it's going to give us 30 max health every 4.2 seconds. We are gaining some mana. And then we've got the cards doing their thing as well. So we are going to start the game with 2 luck, 4 luck. These, when they get 1 more luck, which is hopefully going to come from where? Nowhere. This reflects 3 buffs, steals 3 buffs. We could do with 1 more luck, so both the broccolis and the goob are just going to pump rejuvenation. We need 1 more luck generating, then we're happy. We'll keep the Joker locked, we'll keep the fanny pack locked, we don't need that, we don't need that. I do kind of want to lock this, but... I mean, maybe we do lock this. Yeah, we're going to lock it, it's cheap. Clever behind ball and getting gems now. Hells yeah. This is the start of a Snowstick, Shelly, Plushy, Corrupted Armor build, so we're going to get a lot of Frost. We're out of stamina because they've gained a shield, I guess, or they've got a shield, sorry. The Frost is actually meaning that we're not going to run into stamina issues. We are gaining a lot of Empower, so we are hitting very hard. And we should one-hit them now. Oh, they've just double Shelly. They've clutched a double Shelly. There we go, 73, big damage. We need to figure out how to beat this build and have super Frost and debuff removal. Because I'm sick of losing to that goddamn build. We've got another potion belt. That's 4 potion belts we've got this game. We can put that there, it does nothing. Brilliant. So I don't think we need that. We'll keep it because it's bag space, I guess. We've gained a bunch of decent gemstones, so we'll put you in there, we'll put you in there. They're going to combine. We've got the Holo Fire Lizard card. Black Lotus card. I'm not sure. This is going to give us more heat, so we absolutely want to get this and put it in right here where the box of gemstones are, so you can move across. We don't need the Amulet of Darkness, although this is giving us more magic damage. Oh, Black Lotus card for debuff. Each card before, gain 3 mana and remove 3 random buffs from your opponent. Oh, that's not our debuffs though, is it? I don't know how to beat Frost. I really don't know how to beat this. Whenever we come across like a really heavy Snowstick Frost build, I mean, the Dragon Skin boots would make sense, so we have a 20% chance to resist Frost. But we'd have to get like 5 of them. And that wouldn't give us a 100% chance to resist Frost, right? It would give us 5 times to attempt to resist Frost by 20%, I think. Unless it is just a stacking bonus. We'll have to check that at some point. And not to mention, I think they also have an item that means... oh, how are we doing this? I'm sure they have an item, the Reaper, that means we have a chance not to remove our debuffs or something. I'm looking. Chance to inflict the same debuff. Oh, maybe it's not one of these items. We've not got any class skills. Oh, we do. It could be the Corrupted Armor. Protect debuffs from your opponent from being cleansed. But I guess if we just flat out resist the debuff through those boots, I guess that saves us from Frost. It's just making... it's just making them. We'd need the Forging Hammer, or we'd need the Utility Pouch, and we'd need 5 boots to get a 100% chance to resist Frost. Winged boots. Health drops below 70%, gain 1 in power. Cleanse 20 debuffs and dodge the next 3 attacks. I mean, it depends how this boot functions. If you've got 5 of these boots, you should have a 100% chance to resist poison. But if it doesn't stack, then instead it would just be you've got a 20% chance 5 times to resist the poison debuff. So it could still go through if you miss all 5 20% chances to resist. I'm going to have to test that at some point and get 5 of these goddamn boots and hope to God that we go against a snow stick build. And if we don't go against a snow stick build, I guess we still cleanse 15 debuffs, we gain 5 in power, and we gain 100 armor when we enter Battle Rage. I guess this is not the worst, it's not the worst, I guess. But 5 boots, 10 bag slots, just so we can beat the stupid snow stick build. This is actually probably going to be really good when we get another one of these, because it is going to increase our magic damage by 8 and then 16%. And this deals items activate, 30% chance to deal 7 magic damage, and when we deal 22 magic damage, we inflict a random debuff. This could go really hard. But we don't really have a spot for it right now, where it's actually triggering on many things. Many quick things as well. I want it on the axe. I think we're just going to have to make it live here. Which is every 1.8 seconds, it's got a 30% chance to deal 7 damage. This might only be good. You know what, we probably do sell this actually. This might only be good if we've got loads of really super fast activators. And we're scaling max damage. I mean, I am kind of going to get like 4 of these if we can, because I would like to get as much heat generation at the start of the game as possible. So this does work, just not really in our current build. We could move that down one. Put it here instead, I guess. We've still got 2 uniques in the bag, so we're still getting gemstones. You're still hitting the axe, so the axe can have a 20% chance to repeat. You're hitting the axe, the blueberries, and the goob, which is a bit faster than the axe and the potion and the card. And then I think we sell this. We sell this. Oh, of course, I wanted to buy this turn. We ain't got nothing to sell. I'd also like a joker. But I think we want this card first. Oh, we've also got a Shelly. Didn't even see that. Holy, I almost missed a Shelly. We reserve everything here. Crazy. We're really going hard in the shop. Pandemonium! You have got more stars. We'll look at that in a second. I think that's the first Pandemonium we've seen since the patch. Lots of poison. We don't have a massive amount of debuff cleanse, but we are about to get a Shelly. So I'm hoping we don't lose this fight, and then when we get Shelly, this should be a big hit. Hells yeah. So we won every game except one. That's fantastic. We could just take the ranking change. We're not going to do that, though. So Pandemonium has gained 3 stars, I think? It used to have these 2 stars, where the garlic and the banana is. It absolutely used to have these 4 stars, I think. And then it used to have just these 2 stars here. It's now gained an additional 3 more stars. That could be absolutely bonkers. So I'm pretty sure it's gained 3 stars, which is a huge buff to be fair. And we smashed this build, even though they should have got goobs for the pet. They do have a few pets. Oh, Shelly's a pet. That's crazy. 23% chance to activate twice. Imagine having... Well, I mean, I was about to say, imagine having like 8 Shellys because you've got the stars, but just imagine having 8 Shellys, regardless of that thing. So we either gain -1 ranking or +15 ranking, as long as we can win every game. For the 15, of course. 23% with Amulet. Yeah, it's normally 20, isn't it? We've now got a Shelly. You're a pet. You don't need to be anywhere. You can just live there in your snail bag. I would like to flip both of these fanny packs and put Shelly right here. So Shelly's in double fanny pack. Your next is a critical hit, or your next hit is critical. If the number of cards before is odd, we gain 2 luck and 3 spikes. You are now going to live there, you're going to live there, you're going to live there, and you're going to live there. We could sell this card, which is we take 10% less magic damage, we gain 12 armor, plus 6 for each card before, and we inflict 4 frost. And we can try and get this one. I messed up, did I? But it's an odd number. Oh, the deck of cards doesn't count as a card. So that would need to be there. So this doesn't count as a card, it's the deck of cards. This is probably fine to go straight into. So we immediately get... Oh, but is it? Yeah, if they start with buffs, which generally speaking, I think in the survival rounds, everyone just starts the game with buffs. Then yeah, this is fine to start with. And thank you, I didn't realise these cards actually changed appearances. Oh, I guess because this is the only one that's going to light up, isn't it? Because it's the only one that requires a certain odd or even beforehand. Alright, I still think we sell this card now, and we get another Charizard. Lovers do too. Okay, okay. Yeah, because as I say, I've never messed around with the cards before. First time we're doing card stuff. This is going to gain 28 armor? No, 30 armor. Wait, why can't I do maths real fast? Gain 12 armor plus 6 for each card before. Yeah, 30 armor. Is 30 armor going to save us? Or do we want 2 Charizards? I think we want 2 Charizards. We're going to sell you for 2. We're going to sell... Ooh, Vampiric Potion. Both characters drop below 80% health. We consume this and we gain 5 Vampirism and 35% lifesteal for 6 seconds. That's actually kind of nuts. I think we want you there. We don't have enough gold. We're going to have to sell the broccoli for 2. We're going to have to buy this for 3 and put you here. So Shelly's in a double fanny pack. We're going to... Oh, yeah. Oh, this isn't in 2 potion belts, though. Damn it. I'd like this on the potion. I mean, I guess we sacrifice the fact it's not in 2 potion belts and we just have the 1 potion. Why did you light up when we put the potion down? Oh, it must have been the bag that highlighted. You can just live here, that's fine. We sell this, we sell this. We now need to make 2 gold. I think we're either going to sell you, or we're just going to sell the chip gemstone box. I didn't pay attention to how important this was in the last game. That was my mistake. We could also sell the chip gemstone and the burning coal. We either do that or we sell the chip gem. We are generating chip gemstones from here. You're going to get sold. We're going to buy this. Happy days. So now we're just amassing loads of heat. I would like this orb so we have an abundance of mana. And if we go really high on the mana and we get 35, we gain 20 random buffs. You're not going to fit in the build. So we're not going to reserve that. And I think we keep these 2. Do we need the Joker? We don't have 3 of a kind. We almost have 3 of a kind, but we don't have 4 of a kind. So weapons are almost about to use minus 25% stamina, which is kind of good. And we only have 1 pair, so we're only going to resist 1 critical hit, but we are going to gain 6 random buffs on reveal, which is kind of nice for a 2-slot item. I think that's looking pretty good. Let's send it. Everything is touching where it needs to touch. I was about to say, this probably wants to touch Shelly, but that might be okay. They do have a bunch of heat. They're going to outscale our heat, and we're going to die. I don't think we ramp as quick as they do. We need Shelly to really proc off here. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. They gain 60 heat because it was 100 damage. I wonder if Shelly's better for this. I think Shelly is better for that because it's debuff cleanse as well. They still had a Phoenix. Yeah, they would have smashed us in that game, unfortunately. We've got a perfect Topaz. That's hilarious. We're now going to run into stamina issues. We've gained a potion. You can go there. You can go here. So now this is going to trigger when we have no stamina. It's going to give us 2 stamina, and we're going to gain 1 in power, and we're going to gain 2 random buffs because it's in a potion belt. Oh, but Shelly, you need to hit both potions so you trigger even faster. Oh, okay, so this is the play. We move that there, we get rid of you. We forgot to check if this did anything again. Hilarious. We want to do this and this. So now, when we go to no stamina, which will probably be before we hit 80% on both characters, this will trigger, gain 2 stamina, 1 in power, and it will also proc the effect of this potion without consuming it, and then we'll consume this potion eventually, and that's going to give us 10 Vampirism and 2 6-second buffs that are going to have 35% lifesteal. And I guess you can just live there. Or we sell you and buy a mana orb. You're only going to hit the axe and 3 cards. I think that's kind of okay. I guess. Or I guess we don't need that lifesteal gem. We probably do. That's probably better than the burning coal at this point. We'll sell it. We'll send it. See how we get on. We still don't have a shield, by the way, and we still haven't seen a shield, I'm pretty sure. So we're about to run out of stamina. There's the potion triggered. There's the 5 Vampirism and the lifesteal for 35%. We're slowly hacking away through their armor. We need to hit them really hard so that potion triggers and we get a big lifesteal effect again. We've gained 100 frost. We've lost. Goddamn snow stick builds. 30.24 seconds on Shelly because we have 113 frost. The snow stick is so overpowered, man. Oh, moon armor, reflecting the debuffs on a 1.58 second cooldown's crazy. Not to mention they got a Shelly to cleanse debuffs. And that's all the. Oh, they've got scrolls as well to cleanse debuffs. We've got a bunch of armor, crazy. We got smashed. We got smashed. We've now got a bag for Shelly, but we can't really put you anywhere. We don't want that. We've got a big boy potion. We've got a singular gemstone. We don't need that. I'd really like to get Shelly in this bag. I don't think we do it. We don't really benefit here. You'd need to go there. And then you'd need to go there and you'd need to go there. That does actually work. You're in a potion belt, you're not in a potion belt, but all the potion does is give us a random debuff. It's only the first potion inside as well, so we only actually technically need 1 there. If we had 4 potions, which we have 3, I forgot about this one, we would then cleanse 10 debuffs, which is nice. How do we get the 3rd potion in? We kind of don't, unless we get bag space and put it here. We could just sacrifice 10% attack speed on the axe. And put you here, which is a stupid idea, but it does mean we get an additional potion. What do? Health drops below 50%. Consume this and heal for 24. Gain 3 rejuvenation and cleanse 4 poison. Wouldn't that make sense? So we run out of stamina. We consume this potion. And we also consume this potion and this potion without actually consuming them. We drop to 80% health and they drop to 80% health. This gets triggered, and then when we finally drop to 50% health, this gets triggered. Not to mention when we trigger this at 80% health, this also triggers. So we should be gaining 9 rejuvenation off this. That's better, so it's in the healing bag as well, so it heals for even more. You're in the healing bag. Not that you heal, but you've got 35% lifesteal, so I guess lifesteal needs to be in that bag. And you're just there. It means Shelly doesn't go 100% faster for the first 1 second of the fight, but I guess that's where we put it back on the turtle. You are triggering 45% faster now. 45% faster, sorry, because you've got 3 potions. So that should be just over like a, I don't know, a 6.8 second cooldown or something. And we've also gained some cheese. And the Joker. We can't put the Joker in now. Because we ain't got bag space. Oh no, do we just not get the Joker anymore? I guess we would need 3 of a kind beforehand, which means we'd sell the reverse card and we'd sell the Ace of Spades. And then we'd be able to get Joker in after a 3rd one of these. I think for now we buy the cheese. Cheese is a 3.8 second cooldown, which isn't great. I think you're just going to have to live on your own over here, cheese. Let's send it. Oh, excuse the cough. I tried to mute the mic there. That's my mistake, sorry. Oh, I've already gone as well. Snowstick needs a crafting requirement nerf. It is very powerful. This build's insane. I didn't really see what happened there. I was too busy trying to work out why the mic didn't mute as I just coughed into the mic. Very sorry about that. I normally mute when I cough. Triple stone build. With a crazy amount of empower. Deck of card right of the last Charizard, and you can fit an extra card. Well, I'll sort cards out in just a second. How on earth did we lose to this? Oh, they've got stoned. They're just using so many stones. What even happened? Oh, because these are all gaining armor. This is gaining a crazy amount of armor. So is this, and so is that. They basically just start the game off with a crazy amount of empower. They start off the game with 25 empower, which means all their stones are hitting 27 to 29 damage, and they have like 1,000 stones. Alright. They got some flaming stuff, so they're going to consume the heat, they're going to gain damage on the dagger, they're going to gain heat every swing. They're going to inflict a bit of frost. For each frost on the opponent, this is going to have a higher crit chance. And then we just got nuked by stones. We just got like nuked by stones. That's crazy. I love a good stone build, so props to the stone build going on. They won the 7 gold Gamba at the gold bag. Oh yeah, they got the offering bowl as well, which isn't locked, but it's not consuming their items. I don't know if that's meant to be locked or not. No idea. It could be locked. We just can't see what they've locked, possibly. Crazy fun build this. To get, yeah, as you say, to get 3 amulets of steel, that is kind of crazy. To get this many bags of stones and stones as well, they must have just spent all... They must have, like, for the first 10 rounds, just ecoed every round, filled their board with nothing but piggy banks, and maybe a weapon so they actually don't die. And then they've just gained so many stones. I'm shocked they don't have a golem either. Alright, so it looks like we might be losing rating here. We've got a Turbo Shelly. Oh no, how do we do this? Oh wait, you mentioned deck of card right of the last Charizard. Oh, thank you. I see what you're doing. And now we can get the Joker in. You're going to go in the bag in a second. We've got a mushroom, we don't need that. We've got a garlic, we don't need that. You're probably better than the coal at this point, so we're going to sell that. Rejuvenation, we don't need. Singular, we don't need. Singular, we don't need. That now allows us to buy the Joker, which I think is very beneficial. And now we need a 2-bag slaughter. You son of a... I mean, we'll buy you, because it's better than nothing. And I think we take out the singular look, and we get you in here. You need to go where Turbo Shelly is. But we can't do that. Unless... We only need 1 potion in the 4-slot potion belt, so you have to be there. Oh, we just do that, don't we? What am I doing? Obvious. For a second I was like, how do we get this over here? We just move the Shelly around. Easy. Easy peasy. We'll hold on to the look. We'll hold on to this. Oh, we've got Darkest Lotus as well. We got a cupcake. I don't think we need this. Wait, this merges with blueberries. Oh, to make a Death Lotus. Would be nice. Don't have anywhere to put it. We also lose gems now. We don't, because the potion's godly. Hells yeah. So we're still getting gemstones. Turtle doesn't need to be in this bag anymore, which is fine. We still haven't got or seen a shield. This is getting kind of ridiculous. We'll hold on to the luck. We'll hold on to this. We'll send it. We got the cupcake on reserve. Okay. A lamp hitting the rainbow. We win this, right? No way can we lose against this board. He's not set it up properly. We've got to win this build. We've got to win. We've got a ramp. We're losing stamina because he's got a trumpet. Oh my god, we're losing a lot of stamina. It's that gemstone. We've killed ourselves because of that stupid gemstone, right? Although it's not... No, he's hitting me hard. Don't fail me now, game. We've still got a healing potion. We've still got Shelly healing for 48s. He's ramped harder than I have. We're gaining so many heals. What is going on? What even happened there? Why are we gaining so much healing? Oh, 106 regen. That's insane. All I was seeing is like these big green numbers flying around everywhere. I was like, why are we healing so much? 106 regen. Even though he's hitting us for 184 at the end. Crazy. I'm glad we won this game. That means... Oh my god, we've been graced. We've been graced with another broccoli goob. You're getting sold, we have nowhere to put you. You're getting sold, we know where to put you. Food would be kind of nice. But we only have 3 foods. But it would be nice on the chili and the broccoli, because that's going to ramp them 40% faster. We need bag space. Sell you, we don't need you. This would also be really good. Oh, we got a cheese down there that we need to move around as well, don't we? This will be insane just here. Oh, no, not just there, because it doesn't hit the axe. But that still would be insane there, I'm not going to lie. I think we buy you for 3. We no longer want the cupcake. No, we want the cupcake. We'll roll for bag space. We'll roll again for bag space. There we go, that's what we wanted. We dump you there, we put you here. Jinx is now hitting both Shellys, the turtle, and the max health, which all synergizes really, really nicely together. We could move the Shelly setup down. No, we can, but we also can't because they're in a healing bag. Oh, we could actually, right? This healing bag can go there. You'd need to go there. Shelly would need to go there. You can go anywhere, don't matter. Vampiric Potion goes there, and then you go here. Oh, we need to move it all up 1. We'd need to do that. So both Shellys hit all 3 potions. Which I think is basically how we already had it, right? Misses a turtle. We could move the turtle as well. I actually think that is fine as it is like this. To be honest, I know we could probably optimize this a bit better. So it's hitting like here. I mean, we can't because we don't have enough bag space for that. It ends where it is, obviously. And there would be really nice as well because it would basically everything, but it misses the badger. I think here, although it's not hitting the weapon, we have 40% faster attack speed on this, so this doesn't need any more attack speed because we run into stamina issues. Just here is hitting both the Shellies, which is really important to hit, the badger, which is also important, and also the turtle, which I think is also very important to hit. It would be nice if we could hit the cheese, but it's not gonna. And it would be nice if we can get this in here and hit cheese. How much luck do we start with? We start with 3. We start with 5 if we have this. Jinx in the turtle spot. Misses the Shelly. It misses the badger as well. I mean, I understand the whole, like, it wants to hit the weapon, so the weapon scales, but I don't think we need to hit the weapon. Like, at all. I think the weapon not being hit is fine. Mana Orb? No. No. I think we're going to have to sell the Mana Orb. I want bag space. We're getting the third one of these. Oh my god, this is getting ridiculous now. We need the deck of cards, that's fine. I guess we technically don't need reverse. We reflect 3 debuffs. We steal 3 buffs. It's not the worst, it's not the best. We do want Ace of Spades because this needs to start. We need to start off with 5 luck. So we just pump. I mean, if we get rid of this, we need to get rid of that. That's fine. We would then need to put in one of these cards to start off with, so this is on an odd number. We'd then need to put you here. We're going to buy this immediately and put you here. You're now got 3 of a kind, which means this is using less stamina. Is it better to get rid of this and put 1 luck in? We start the game off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 luck to start the game off with. I don't want to risk like the random buff giving us the 5th, so we need to keep this as it is. And yeah, the Joker now minus 25% stamina on the weapon, which means this probably won't run into as bad a stamina issue. It's fine if it does because we've got the stamina potion, which is then going to consume everything. We've gained no bag space. I don't want to roll for 2. We've got the cheese not in, the clover not in, and the food amulet not in. We can't get rid of anything at all. You're hitting the blueberries as well, which is nice. I think we send it as we are and hope we don't just lose. And then we need bag space. Oh, it's a foodie build with stones and stoned. They're going to ramp spikes. We've already started with 17 heat, so we should be ramping quicker. We've still run into stamina issues, and they don't have a shield. Oh, they've got a trumpet again. Everyone's running trumpets. God damn, that's a lot of damage. How much damage are their stones doing? 30 to 32. The claws are hitting 30 to 35. You were doing 45 to 50. They still had the potion to cleanse debuffs. Not that we were giving them debuffs, except the poison on the axe. They also had loads of max health scaling. We weren't doing too bad here. We don't scale quick enough. We don't need the hero longsword. We could use the doggy, it's free. We don't need the twine, we don't need the gemstone, don't need the gemstone, don't need the fire. Nope, we need bag space. Food buff wants to go... Oh, that's annoying. Wait, the turtle can go anywhere, right? Has to go there. Food buff has to go there. Doesn't hit the cheese. Unless we do that and that. It still doesn't hit the cheese, but we can at least get cheese in, or we can use a doggo. The doggo would work, but it's only going to hit one pet. It would be great if we put the doggo up here to hit 2 pets, and the goober like here with both the shellies. I mean, here, if I wasn't streaming, I guess, here I would probably spend an hour to put you here and have all shellies around it, the turtle around it, the goober around it, and the bird around it. And then would slowly start to build the bag, but I'm not spending an hour for doing that. That's, and then would probably still lose. So I think we're just going to sell you. Are you better than cheese? No, we sell you. You're not better than cheese. Would like the cupcake. I think we're going to buy the cupcake and roll for some more bag space. We did just roll past a pineapple. I forgot we had the amulet. 2 gold. We can't put you in anywhere. We could sell this for 1 gold. And then we have nothing we can sell except maybe this gemstone for 1 gold. But then where would we even put the bag space? We wouldn't be able to. So we're not going to be able to get the cupcake in. I don't see replacing anything on the board currently that we can replace successfully. I guess we could roll 1 more for a single slot. Once more. We didn't get a single slot. We're going to go Charizard though. We need all these cards. We don't need another Charizard, do we? Because we need to start with 5 luck. I mean, we don't need to. I guess we could sell this. Let's try it. We're going to go Charizard, 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 Joker. We now only start the game with 3 luck. So it means the first activation of either the broccoli or switch cheese for scroll. I mean, yeah, that's a good shout. And you can hit a Shally. Didn't actually see that. The bird doesn't hit the scroll, but that's fine. You are a higher time, 3.8 seconds as opposed to 2.4, but you do trigger 40% faster, 50% faster, 60% faster, so you should be quicker than 2.4. Thank you, JC Phoenix. I didn't actually see that. Alright, final game. Let's send it. We better win this, or we lose rank. Oh no! Oh, at least it's not a snow stick build, I guess. I guess at least it's not a snow stick build. I think we still lose though. Max health scaling, loads of armor. They're gonna hit me harder and harder, and we are still missing. We're still out of stamina. We're only ever gonna get like. Well, we're actually going past the 5 luck, which is kind of okay, I guess. Now we'll start to lose, right? Although, the blind is dropping off. No, they've got double our health, and we're in like 69 to 50 fatigue. That axe is hitting so fast, it's ridiculous. Can we get a big crit? We almost won that. If we would have been like a second or 2 more, even though, oh, we did ramp max health a little bit. That wasn't too bad. They also weren't able to strip all our buffs off us, which is hilarious. Even though they've got 3 of them. Start increased healing. That was a close fight to end on, but I do think we lose rank in it because we lost every game. Oh, we didn't gain anything. So, I mean, if we really want to get into Master, we probably want to stop doing Survival. Because normally we're gaining like 5 to 10 ranking without Survival, and we only gain 8 with Survival. I mean, I'm not that desperate to get into Master. I'd rather do all the Survival ones. We're getting there. We're getting there. If we would have put the cupcake in, I think we would have won. We wouldn't have gained as much rejuvenation, or maybe luck, because we would have switched it with a broccoli, but I think the cupcake would have given us loads more heat, and then we would have won that game. thinking about it. Okay, we'll grab the bow, it's on Arthur. We grab the buff stick, it's on Arthur. We roll. I think we want to go Pan. I think we do want to go for the new Pan. We grab the garlic as well, that makes sense. We roll again. No, we grab the shell. Okay. We can probably do that better. Do that instead. That works, that works. We put you here, we put you there. Put the shell in, we send it. I think that's fine. Poison, Pan, and heal. Hopefully our garlic outdoes their heal and our Pan hits harder than theirs. They've just missed. And we should win. Happy days. We don't want that. We don't want the dagger. We don't want the rock. We get bag space. We get Shelly. We get the garlic. Send it. Easy enough. Okay. Banana, double bow. Is our Pan gonna hit hard enough? Oh, nope. Okay. Oh, they also had a wooden sword. I didn't even see that wooden sword, to be fair. We don't want to go deck of cards again. The axe is probably better than the Pan, but I really want to commit to the Pan, although we didn't gain the item. We didn't gain hardwood, so I think we get rid of the Pan and we go axe. Although the Pan's probably better than the axe at this point. We also probably want to go blood manipulation. We want... You're probably better in the Pan right now. We sell this. That gets us blood manipulation. It doesn't do anything right now. 15% of your healing is damaged. Every 4 seconds we get a vampirism. Triggers 20% faster for each vampiric item. I think we do this and we go vampirism. We want the banana. We want the bag space. I think we sell the axe. And I think we want the fire as well. So I think we're going to sell the helmet. We're going to buy bag space for 4. And then we're going to get the banana first of all. You're now hitting 5 food. We switch you two around so broccoli's doing more work. And I think that is okay how we have it. We're going to grab the fire for Turbo Shelly. We send this. Okay. Hungry Blade already and a torch. You're going to run into stamina issues, I think. 0.8, 0.7. Yes, they are. They also have a chance to duplicate the damage gain. They're also gaining a lot of max health. Shelly's just clutch healed. So we should win this. Unless they suddenly hit me very hard. Oh, our garlic countered their Hungry Blade as well. So yeah, that was an easy win. We don't want the rat. The gloves could be good. Weapons deal plus 20% damage, but attack 10% slower. And we do gain 7 armor per swing. That could be good here. And then we bring Shelly up. We have lost a damage from the Pan. Can we do that any other way? We can. We can put you here. Blood manipulation can go back in. I think we can probably get rid of the short bow here. And we can put the buff stick back in, and we can buy a fire. The Turbo Shelly if and when we get another fire. I think we just roll... No, we don't roll. We save our gold, we just send it. We do want to get Pandemonium. 3 bananas, you've also got Spicy Banana, and you've already got a Turbo Shelly and a Pan. You're probably going to win. Turbo Shelly is going to do some work. The debuff cleanse isn't important, but you are going to gain 2 heat every time it triggers. Whilst we only get the 1 heat. 3 bananas versus the 1 banana. We are ramping. What's this? 2.3. 1.49 because of the heat. So they're going to probably out-ramp us because of their heat. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Don't know if these gloves are worth it or not. Oh, plus it's weapons. My mistake. I thought that would give Shelly a buff as well. I don't know why. So we're going to sell them because they're not worth it. We have a buffer, which is nice. You can probably go up here now with the buff stick in. I wanted to get the broccoli in it. We do that, we do that. We spin you around like this. You can now go here. Shelly can go anywhere. It doesn't really matter. We've got another broccoli as well. Ooh, we do have another broccoli. That's probably going to go better there. Buff stick there. Weapon hits have a 5% chance for each luck to gain mana. You're going to have to live here. As awkward as that is. We could also spin the banana around, put you there and you there instead. That probably works better. And then we can get you in and put you here. Not to mention we've also got a bit of debuff cleanse on top. Fanny pack for Shelly makes loads of sense, so I think we're going to do that. We're going to put Shelly in and we're going to make the debuff cleanse quicker. Send it. Much faster round this time round. I realised the last game took about an hour and 45 minutes, so we're going a bit quicker. Battle start effects. You're going to gain probably more frost than we are. Because Shelly is going to cleanse eventually. There's the big clutch heal from Shelly. I think it didn't remove much frost. One big hit. Please, there we go. 10. I'll take it. Another buff bag is nice. We don't need Molten Dagger. We could stick with the garlic. We probably need to get a banana here. Another buff bag would go really nice just there. We can bring you up. Broccoli's in, broccoli's in. We can then put both the sticks in two. Like so. We can put you in here. You're now hitting as much food as possible. I think I would rather get another banana in here. I know this means the bananas aren't touching other food. But I don't see where else we can put the banana successfully. Unless we put this slot here. Like that. That would also work kind of nicely. We can put you there and we can put you here. Shelly doesn't need to be in a buff bag, but for now that's fine. We've got the fire in. We have 3 frost in the backpack or more debuff cleanse. I think debuff cleanse is better. We'll hold on to this gem for when we get some armor, but I think this is looking pretty good right now. Yeah, we need more vampiric stuff. We send it. Oh, we should have moved a oh no, the broccolis are fine as they are because they're duplicating buffs. I was about to say we should have moved a broccoli down here for the garlic, but these are duplicating their buffs, so I think that's okay. Or have a chance to duplicate buffs. We lose to an axe this early on. What on earth is their bag? They've just got a double axe, a banana, and some armor, and loads of chip gemstones, and they still beat us. Crazy. Double axe is very strong. We've got a frostbite. How committed am I to the pan? I'm super committed to the pan. We sell that. We've got some bag space. What do? Your armor. That doesn't need to be there. That can go in there, I guess. Better yet, we do that. Extra 4 slots. Okay. Another fanny pack. We want the other fanny pack. So Shelly can go in double fanny. I think we sacrifice the 8 armor and we have faster by 10%. Debuff cleanse? Yeah, that's kind of fine. We are going to roll once or twice here, I think. Chili's nice, we'll reserve you. We could get it now by selling some gems. I don't think we do. I think we're going to roll once more. We didn't see what we wanted. I think it's an epic, isn't it? I don't even know what it's called. What are you even called, Crystal? Corrupted? You're an epic. So 25% chance to find it right now. So we'll roll once more, I guess. Didn't find it. Let's send it. There's some boots. We probably want loads of boots again to mitigate frost, but we haven't locked it. And I'm thinking we probably roll past the forging hammer as well, to be fair. I've definitely seen it in the shop at least one of these games. I can't remember if it was the last game or this game. We do have 3 items cleansing debuffs. And they do have a 25% chance to cleanse an additional. This is cleansing 2 a lot of the time, by the looks of things. They've got more frost than we do. That's hilarious. And we've still lost. Because we don't have Pandemonium. This could be a loss of ranking. We don't want the Great Spear. Emerald Egg's not the worst thing in the world. And then we've also got a Badger. Oh, we can't put it there. Unless we move Shelly down. And we do that instead. Kind of a wasted play, but it works. You're going to hit 3 things there. Then will we get Hardwood instead? Yeah, if we get Hardwood, then the Pan build comes online. You can hit there, you're hitting 3. You can go there, you can go there. We've got 7 gold. Oh no, do we want Merchant? I don't really want to have to faff around with bags and buy Merchant, to be fair. Merchant's going to be so annoying to place. We could sell a few gems and get Shield Master, but we saw in the last game, if we don't get any shields, it's kind of a waste of time. It does give us a bunch of armor, depending on our maximum health. It does scale nicely with the Badger Companion. We could sell the Emerald Egg for 5. Or we can sell 3 gemstones, which probably would be a poison, a fire, and a flawed. Hack because of a lot of nature. This would also mean we have to reorganize all the bags. Yeah, you know what? We sell that. We sell the fire. Whoops. Then we sell this. That gets us this. Archaeologist. We're going to buy that. There's a shield. Hilarious. And now we are going to have to reroll bags real fast. Whoop. No, we'll hold on to this. We'll keep this reserved for now, and we'll send it this turn, and hope to God we don't get smashed. We don't have any mana. Oh, we do, depending on luck. We've got a 25% chance every swing of the pan to gain mana once we've ramped. So after 6 seconds that would happen, unless we switch something out and put this in immediately. So we start the game with 3 luck, which will give us a 15% chance to gain mana on hit. We could get lucky, we could get a luck right off the bat on the first, like, 6 seconds. Oh, this is also using luck. Oh, no. Oh, but we start with loads of luck. We start with 7 luck. So we've got a 35% chance. So these are going to go straight into... So we do want this in. Is it worth scrapping this, putting you here, and using this? We lose 1 garlic, which is fine because we've already got 2 garlic stripping a 30% chance to remove vampirism, not to mention 25% chance of 30%. I think that is probably the play. Yeah, that's going to be how we do this. We're going to send it. We've got to stop using crap weapons. They've already got a fancy fencing rapier. Holy moly. We are going to be stealing some of their buffs. But we're not going to be stealing enough of their buffs by the looks of things. Shelly needs to proc. Big heal. We're stealing all their heat, which means we are now countering their entire build because they have no heat. Smash them. If we would have got shielded and not the Fedora, we would have lost there. We also gained 10 mana, so this one item is basically giving us infinite mana. Kind of infinite mana. Happy with that. This didn't hit the 60 heat for the 100 damage, and both their Shellys and the fancy fencing rapier just lost to a pan. Oh, who would have thought? We don't need the axe. We're not going for that. We've got a chip gemstone bag. We've got this horrendous bag that I absolutely hate. We could put this here. We're not going to, though. I really dislike this bag. It's so difficult to put in. We'll do that for now. No, we won't. I think we sell that and grab a chili. Like that. Garlic back next to Shelly. Yeah, Garlic's next to Shelly again. You can come out and merge. Because I mean, it is good that we strip buffs. Oh, you're hitting 2 stars as well. We could have done that better. Well, we can't currently, but we can do when we get 2 more bag spaces. Because we'd spin you around and then put another food in, like a blueberry, or spin you around like that instead and put another 2 slaughter in. But now, though, I think that's okay. Goob. Ooh, a chili goob could go pretty hard here, right? A chili goob. Huh. Chili goob. Where would we put you? Chili goob like there would be ideal. In what universe does a goob fit that bag? It really doesn't. But I do kind of like having a goob here and a goob here. Especially with the Fedora, because the Fedora is every 2.3 seconds, which immediately means it's got an activation on both sides. We could put a singular blueberry here, or like a carrot here. And that's the second activator for the goob. Or we can put the pan in like that, and then that could be an activator for the goob, and we move everything down 1. I kind of want that goob and the chili goob making now. What can we sell? Where do my feet go? We need 2 gold. We could sell both of these. I don't think that's the play, because you want the debuff removal. I think we just lock this. We lock bag space. Green bags want to hit the chili goober too. I mean, if we put the chili goober here, it does overlay on top of two of the buff bags. So the chili goober, where's the 4 slot? The chili goober could live just here. Not to mention, we'd redo bags. We could also put like the buff bag like that, or something. So that way, the Fedora would be in 2 buff bags, and the goob would be in 2 buff bags, or even we could do that. And then put the chili goober here. I want this so badly. Where do we have stuff? Like that. Okay. Chili goober is not nature. Is it not? It is nature. It's not food, but it's nature. Oh, hells yeah. We only have 2 lives left. That could probably be a misplay and we could probably lose. You're not bad as well. Every 3 seconds we gain 4 armor. But I don't know if we want it. We'll lock it. We'll lock it. Have some coffee. Hammer goes pretty hard here. I've also remembered that we've got the Vampiric item and we have no Vampirism. Our pan's hitting more damage than their hammer because we've stolen their Empower. We've just stolen all the other Empower they just gained as well. This might be the best subclass for the Adventurer. The stealing of the buffs. I think it's crazy. Oh my god, that changes everything. We are obviously going to make Night Dragon. Sorry, Dragon Knight. Gain 5 heat, reflect 4 debuffs, we heal for 10 and item activates. Advance this cooldown by 15%, and it just ramps. So every time items activate, the cooldown of this weapon goes quicker and quicker and quicker until eventually it's just instant cast, I guess. And they were feeding us Vampirism. We were gaining 1 every 4 seconds. I think we're probably going to go False Life. This would go pretty hard with Ruby Whelp. We don't need this guy, so we're going to sell you. We're going to buy False Life. Hilarious, we've got the Villain Sword. There's a specific build that this works in, and it's not the build we're currently using. We need 2 gold. My thought process here is that if we put the rope on something... Wait, does that work with the Dragon Knight? Item activates. I don't know if the rope works with you, but we do need 2 gold to buy this. Oh, do we need a twine? Oh no, we need a twine. I didn't see that. No! How are we going to get a twine? How on earth are we going to get a twine? False life goes in there. You touch false life? You don't touch false life. And we still don't have pandemonium either. So you can go there, you can go there. We could sacrifice a little bit of luck and put you across and put you here. And then we don't put the goob in right now. Because we need twine. I didn't realise we needed twine. I got so excited when I saw the ruby whelp. Why don't I have a twine? 20% chance for common as well. We send this. If we win, happy days. And if we don't win, we spend all of our gold and we find twine. And then we combine and hopefully don't lose the combining round. And then we just win every game. Don't quote me on that, but what's the thought process? We've got 48 poison, we've got 28 frost. We might not even be able to find twine. Jesus Christ. We look like we're going to be losing rank. We've got another buff bag, which is crazy. We sell the pig, we sell the whetstone. We're going to roll a few times for twine. We don't need to reserve you, that was a waste of a roll. We want that. We'll roll once more. We didn't get any twine, that's annoying. We want to make pandemonium, so we need 7 gold. You sell for 3, you sell for 3, you sell for 3, you sell for 1. Another buff bag would be nice. And we could put the other buff bag here. We want that to hit more luck, I think. How much does the bag of giving sell for? It sells for 8. Ooh, that's kind of tasty. You sell for 3, you sell for 4. I guess. Oh, we're not really able to do this, are we? Unless we switch you with you. Put you there. Put you there. And then we sell this bag for 4. Sell this for 3. Buy that. We make pandemonium. We got a spare garlic. I don't see where we put this. There, I guess. You can go in there. You can go in there. We save the goob. We still need a twine. We send it. I think we might lose this. I don't think this build really came together quick enough. Like every build with the bag of giving, it's just kind of we make it up as we go along. Which means we are probably going to lose like 8 ranking. Yeah, we've lost this, I think. Shelly's already clutch healed. Not a good game. How much did we lose? We lost 5. That's not the worst thing in the world. We could have moved the purple gem around, but even then it's only a single slot. We were making pandemonium. Okay, that didn't go as planned. I think I really went hard on the hardwood investment. We want the shield. I think we're going to go shielded this game. We want the max health. We don't have any mana gain right now. Gaining 6 heat at the start of the battle is kind of nice. It's not the best unique, but I think we're going to go with that. And we got a bow for damage. I would like this for max health scaling, even though we don't have any mana. So I think we buy that. We can put it in, we might as well. We send it. And I think, yeah, I think this time we're going to go shielded, so we want as many shields as possible. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for shields. You start with a goob, oh no. Double weapon as well, we've got some blind. This does no damage whatsoever, so that's an instant loss, which is fine in the first round. There's the twine. Lol, don't need that. We've got a molten spear. It's an epic. We have a 1% chance to gain epic stuff. I think this makes sense. We put you here like that. You're not a fire item, really? But you're a flame. Alright. We've got a twine. We could make piggy riches. Yeah, we could. I think we sold the bow. We don't need that anymore. I would like bag space. Gems are probably going to be pretty nice. There's a fire. We may as well do that for now. A twine could go big. Like, not really at the same time. I think the broccoli is better than the garlic. We put you in for lifesteal. We're going to roll once for bag space. We didn't see bag space, but we did get a half price shell. I think we buy the shell and we save everything. We send it. Oh, thank God, we got given a graceful build. We'll ×2 this. Yeah. Cool, thank you. Oh dear. We've gained another box of riches. We don't need the mana potion. We don't need the yellow gems. We do like the pink gems. We've gained a second flame, so we just need a health pot and then we can make Turbo Shelly. What does this do? Start a battle. We're not going to fit you in. This is just, it's too big. We can't do that. I don't want that. Double rainbow we don't need. Super spacious. Bags appear in the shop more often. 40% chance to be on sale. Items trigger 12% faster for each free slot. We're not going to have many free slots. I don't think this is very good. And I think Stoned is going to be nice. Stoned is nice for Shield Master. Stone or Stone Golem, damage dealt. Gain 65% of the damage dealt as armor. And whilst we have armor, we take minus 20% damage. I think we are going to get that. Because it makes sense. There's some bag space. We should probably sell a couple of garlics. Or another box of riches. I think we probably just go hard on gemstones. Let's sell the garlic. Let's sell the garlic. Let's get you in and put you there. Let's get stoned in. And what do we want? We don't have mana. That's pointless. Twine. What do we need for twine again? Piggy of riches could be nice. I think because we just saw the goob and the ruby whelp, I really want to just maintain this. I want to maintain the twine and get that. We could also make a heart shield, so I absolutely think we need to lock the twine and keep that. Fire can go in front of the spear. You are absolutely correct. Oh, it needs fire items. Ooh, not blank spaces. So that means you can actually move up one because we only have 2 fire items. Which means you can go there. Box of riches can go up. You're not a flame apparently, which is absolutely ludicrous. You can go there. Is this too greedy? Should we put the shell in for a heal, or is this... Nah, we're going greedy. Let's do it. We didn't even need to put stoned in, because we have no armor. We need a bag of stones and some rocks. As long as we get a healing potion, we are set ready for Turbo Shelly. Chess. Have they buffed this enough to be actually worthwhile? I mean, clearly we're killing ourselves to spikes. I don't know how that works. How on earth did we lose that? They don't even have a weapon. How did we even lose that? They've got one spike. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, poison. Didn't see the poison. What did the chess piece take? Oh, it took 2 things, so we started with 4 poison, and then we've got 6 regen. Right, okay, click, got it. I was very confused there, I didn't understand. All we gained is gems, that's hilarious. I think, honestly, we're going to sell, like, all these gems. Maybe not that one. Blue in armor's nice when we get mana as well. Ooh, that's a really bad round for the bag. All we got is goddamn gems. You can now move back 1. We got another fire. We kind of want to maintain the gems. You don't do anything right now, so you can come out. And then we get the broccoli back in. I would like to merge these 2 gemstones together. I guess that can wait a turn. I hate just having loads of items here. It's so much gold wasted for the next round. A flawless is probably going to take us quite some time to get to, so I think we sell the regular. Is that a misplay? It's 2 gold. No, we just send it. That's fine. We send it as we are. We could have, I'm glad I clicked, we could put this here and then put the max health in, but we don't really have anywhere to put it right now, so I think that isn't a misplay. We'll keep the 15% lifesteal. Another goob, spike shield, potion, stun, and poison. We probably lose this even though we've got 7 heat. We're not going to get enough luck to gain the regen. I don't think the broccoli is actually worth the 2 bag spaces. This is going terrible. So we're going to have to make a play here. We're going to have to sell stuff, I think, to actually make loads of gold so we don't lose 2 rounds and then just lose. Poisoning the weapon's probably better than that. We have another fire. I don't think we need a 4th fire here, so I think we sell the fire. We will keep the shell, we'll sell that, we'll sell that, we'll sell that, and that, and that. And the gloves, don't care about that. And I think we sell the max health, we grab more bag slots. We're going to roll twice. That's good. We're going to put that in. We're also going to put you in. And I think we roll once more, or we go our bag space. I think we're going to roll once more. Blueberries, ooh, doesn't really help us. Well, it does, kind of. We buy the blueberries, and we put you in here. I think that is okay. We could Piggy of Riches. I don't think we lock that. We do it next turn. Let's send it. This should go much better, because now we have a little bit of debuff cleanse, and we have a heal. They've got double axes, so they're going to run into stamina problems. They're not putting any debuffs on us, so we've got a heal for 8 every 2.4 seconds, every 1.94 seconds because of our heat. But they are doing more damage to us, even though they've now run into stamina issues. This spear's awful. It just hit for 3. Thank God we won a game. We need to change this weapon. This weapon is god-awful. 3 to 8, this is 2 to 4, 1.6, 1.5. How is that worse than the spear? Alright, we sell you because you're worse than the spear. We sell that. We sell that. We've gained another fire, which could... well, we can't. We can move this back one, I guess. I don't know if they have that much armor, you know. More than 15 armor. I guess we're on round 6. Someone could have a 45 armor chest piece. Bag space could be good here, so we can fit a few more items in. We will do that. We'll put that book in. Fire sword was a fire. Oh, that's a good point. Fire 0.6. Oh, yeah, that's probably a misplay. We could have put it here, couldn't we? Yeah, that's a misplay. Alright. We're putting you there. We'll put in as much fire stuff there as possible. Oh my god, get the fire. There, and there, just in case. You move down one, you move across one. We can now put the buckler here. Scroll here. Jelly here. You can live anywhere, doesn't matter. Stoned, we still don't gain any armor, so that doesn't matter. Max health, we want to put that somewhere. That wants to go there, so it touches the scroll, activates faster. The twine. I guess you touch Shelly and the blueberries. Oh, and the star item as well. Twine in front of spear. Oh, that would also go hard as well, wouldn't it? We move the spear back one and put the twine there. Oh, the fires don't activate because they're not commons. They are commons. They're not neutrals. Oh, that sucks. Because that would have been ideal. And it still would have had all the bag space available to it. See what you're saying? That's a shame. I think we put the shield here. No, the shield goes at the back. Twine goes there. The 3-slotter goes somewhere else for a second. You want to go here. Like that. That goes there. Book goes here. The book's not an activator. That's annoying. Book doesn't need to go there. It can go there instead. Blueberries are an activator. They can go there. We got 3 activators. Happy days. We've been super greedy with the box of riches. So I don't think we want the box of riches right now. I would like the broccoli to touch the blueberries to activate quicker, but that's not going to happen. And then, oh, none of these are going to touch now. Unless we don't use the broccoli. Bit of lifesteal. Stone doesn't do anything right now. Do you go in there for box of riches? Oh, you do go in there for box of riches. So, wait. I guess we don't combine them for a turn. We do that. Like that. Yeah, like that. An extra twine box outside. We've got 2 of these to combine. We've got a 3rd in case we get another one. And we've got stone that doesn't currently do anything for us. We have 2 lives available. We may as well buy the piggy. Oh, although the twine's probably better. Like, yeah, the twine is doing better than the book at this point. Every 5 seconds, and this is every 2.4, and it's got an 80% chance to gain +2 max health, whereas this gives +8. I think this is okay. We'll hold on to the box of riches and the twine. We'll keep the piggy bank reserved in case we want it. Yeah, and we send it. Alright. Not sure about this build. This build's like kind of all over the place. We've run into another hammer. Hammers are so overpowered in the first couple of opening rounds. I mean, luckily they're running into stamina issues, but we don't really have any healing. Thank God we won a game. Not to mention, this broccoli doesn't seem to be doing us any good right now. We've got a Tusk Piercer, don't think we need it. We've got a poison potion, don't think we need it. We've gained another scroll, I'm going to buy you because you're really good. We can also scroll like that. We need bag space. I think we roll past the piggy for bag space. We've got a cheese goober. I don't think that saves us the game. It might save us the game, but right now I don't think it saves us the game. We need 1 gold, so we sell you, we grab the potion belt. You don't fit, you have to go there, you have to go there, you go back, you go back, you go back. The box of riches can come out, scroll can go there. Or it's just going to have to live there instead. Box of riches goes back in, you go there for extra healing, you spin around, so we've got 3 things on that. The book would love to go here so it hits 2 things. Is that the play? It loses 5 shield removal. I think that might be okay. I think that's okay. We've gained more fire as well. Why are we gaining so much fire? Oh, because of you. You make a fire every turn. Well, not every turn, it's a 65% chance. I think we sell both the flames. Well, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gold. We could get the cheese. We could get the cheese. And put the cheese up here. I want the cheese goob so bad. We sell this box of riches, we don't need 2 of them. I do want to keep all the gems we've got. We need 2 gold. I think we sell 1 red gem that's converted and 1 of these. Oh, I've made a misplay. We sell another one of them then. Cheese is there. We've now got cleanse. We've now got that. I think that is what we do. The broccoli, if it can ramp 5 luck, then this is good. But right now, it's not even getting to the 5 luck value. Alright. We send it. We're looking kind of okay, but also not okay. They've got a cheese, they've got a hungry blade, they've got a magic staff, they've got a bit of mana regen. Are they about to enter Battle Rage, or have they already entered Battle Rage? Now they've entered Battle Rage, so they're going to take 30% reduction in damage, and everything's going to trigger faster. That is a loss. We did gain a subclass, so technically that wasn't a loss. That's insane, we got some big boy armor. We still don't have multiple shields. We don't need the magic staff, so we're selling that. We've got a bag of stones, we need to keep that. We don't need the extra fire, and we don't need the green gemstone. Use 1 heat to heal for 12 and cleanse 2 debuffs. That is ginormous. Godly, 10% chance to get godly. It's also a light item. Alright. We still need 3 gold. Doesn't that make holy fire? I'm not sure. It doesn't craft into anything, tabbing it. You're also a fire item, so you can go into 1 slot here, or even 2 slots. I mean, it's only going to be, it's only going to count as 1 slot, but it could go there. I think we need to reorganize bag slots, but before we reorganize bag slots, we need to make 3 gold. We probably need this bag slot, because otherwise we're not going to be able to get the armor in. Oh, it turns all fire items into holy items, light items. You are not wrong. First line of text in the sun armor. Which means these are now going to hit every single... Holy moly, they're going to trigger so fast, it's going to be crazy. We need 3 gold. We also need stones. Mate, at this point in time, honestly, I just want to sell this goddamn spear and be done with it. It's so bad. But we'll keep it for now. We'll keep it for now. We'll keep it for now. If anything, we sell this. We sell this. And we sell a fire. Or we really commit and we just sell the box of riches for 3 gold. Nailed it. Okay, we also got a carrot. Hells yeah. Let's reorganize bags. This hitting 4, this hitting 5, I think is okay though for the time being. And we do need a fire shield. How do we make a fire shield? Sun shield. Items gain 12. Oh yeah, I've had this before. And I've had this hitting for like 140 damage. Because of the the amount of armor we gain, especially if we partner that up with shielded, the turtle. Because that sun armor means that if we have loads of max health, when we gain the 50 shield plus 20% of your max health, with sun armor, it just hits so much damage. I mean, if we got sun shield, which is a Valor shield and 2 flames, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Valor shield and 2 flames. If we make that, we will drop the spear, and then we'll use the shield as our armor. As our weapon, sorry. Oh, we've got a fancy fencing rapier as well. 12 gold, we can't make 12 gold. And I would like the carrot for debuff cleanse. Yeah. And I would like the goob for a cheese goober. Ooh, we want chili goober now, right? What's a chili goober? Goob. I'm pretty sure chili goober is fire, right? Oh, it's a heat item. Really? It's a nature item? That's crazy. You got useless twine at the moment. We do have a useless twine, yeah. Are we ever going to craft any of this stuff? Probably not. We can sell the twine. We'll keep the bag of stones because we do need some rocks. We've now got armor to put gemstones in, so we'll do this. I think Hero Shield could be nice, but I would rather we sell everything and push hard. I mean, we don't even need the goob anymore. And push hard for a Valor Shield now. We're going to roll once for a rock. We didn't get a rock. There's the Heart Shield. Let's just play. We didn't see this. This doesn't exist. No one look. Nobody look! If we get the Valor Shield, I think we are 100% making a Sun Shield, though. If we survive, we might not even survive long enough. We're slowly decreasing our heat. They're slowly ramping their heat. Which I think means we lose, right? Oh, there's the big shield proc from Turtle. Hells yeah. They placed their bag so badly for that. They had a lamp. It was buffing this burning sword, which is a good play. This doesn't make any sense. I guess they don't realise they can lock this bag. Not to mention they've got 3 flames that they could have put here and here. If they didn't realise they could lock this bag. And here for the rejuvenation. That doesn't need to be there. They've lost 3 heat. They did manage to get to 60 heat, but they would have got to this so much quicker. Oh, but I guess they're doing this thing to make everything trigger faster. They also really needed a bag of stones. That's crazy. Okay. We're not putting debuffs on people. It's bag space. I don't like it as bag space because it's really awkward to fit things in. But now it works. We don't need a poison potion. We need the bag of stones. We've also got a coal. Aren't you a fire item? No, you're a gemstone. You could just go there so we gain 15 armor and we resist 5 cold right off the bat. You can probably go in the armor instead. That now gives us 2 heat and we cleanse 3 debuffs. That's probably better like that. And I guess we dump you in for some rejuvenation. It's a fire gemstone. I mean, oh, it is a fire item. I read the gemstone and was like, how is that not a fire item? It is a fire item. I will have you know. We could put it where? We can't put it anywhere. No, they're going to stay as they are. We need stones. I think we get the carrot and we put you up here. I hate this bag so much. So much. You're going to have to live on your own. Don't think we need the corrupted crystal. Don't think we need any of this. I think we're going to roll once. Twice. Singular bag slot. That's kind of nice. The carrot can go there. I mean, we need armor. We need so many things. We need armor and we need rocks, which I don't think we're getting because of this 20% common crap. Let's send this. That's the best we can do here. You don't do anything, so we leave you in the bag. Oh my god, what a build. Armor. Repeating the start of battle effects. You're gaining luck every time you swing, which is giving this a crit chance, right? Oh, on a critical hit chance, you remove 15 armor on crit. You've got a no crit chance. What? We'll read that in a second, actually. Loads of health pots, so even though it looks like we're going to win, we're probably not going to be winning. They're also crafting 2 vampiric potions. There's 1 potion that's healing for 21. Oh, it doesn't trigger all the potions, it just goes up them. So the first potion triggers the second potion, then the second potion triggers the third potion. I have misunderstood the potions. Consume this and heal, blah 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 blah. Potion. After being consumed, also applies the effects of the potion above without consuming it. After being consumed, I thought the way this worked was, this triggers, which then obviously triggers this potion, and because this potion's been triggered without consuming it, this then triggers. This then triggers, and it just goes up the list of potions, but that's I've misinterpreted that. After being consumed, also applies the effect of the potion above without consuming it. So this triggers, it procs this potion, but it doesn't consume it, so it only triggers the potion above. That is insane, as if they've got 4 strong health potions, 3 blood amulets on the turn we're on. Turn 9, I mean it's doable I guess. This weapon, Piercing Arrow. Weapons deal 50% critical damage. They remove 15 armor on crit. Item activates, they have a chance to gain accuracy, but you have 0% crit chance. So all they're doing is amassing luck, which means it has 100% accuracy at all times. That's it. If they had a crit chance item, like an acorn or something that gives this crit based on their luck value, like an acorn, they would have won so quick. They would have won so quick. 20 vampirism. Crazy. I can't believe we've won that. We've got another shield. We sell the mushroom, we sell the potion, we sell the fire, we sell the snowball. We could make a frosty buckler. We sell this. I think we're going to buy false life. And then what are we after? We're after some bag space. Give me a 2 slot. That's insane. That's insane. God damn you. What do we sell? We need 2 gold. I mean, is this where we just sell the bag of stones? I want this bag, and I want to put it up here. I don't know how we'll figure it out yet, but we'll figure it out. I then want the shield to touch both shields. Sorry, the turtle, it's not a shield. The turtle up here to hit both shields, and then we want to make that buckler a frozen buckler. Because I think a frozen buckler is kind of nice. Removes more stamina from 0.3 to 0.7. It does less damage from 7 damage to 12 damage. Small bag for turtle. Yep. And then that can go there to make the frozen buckler. It's not a heated buckler, but I don't think we can turn a buckler into a heated buckler, right? This needs to have way more options. They need to implement so many more items that this can turn into. Like a flame buckler. Like a stone buckler. Just random stuff like a blueberry buckler, like a cheese buckler. It needs so many more bucklers in this game, because right now a buckler doesn't really do a lot. And it would open up bucklers to be selected by way more people. Carrot can go where the burning coal is. We still need to make 2 gold. We could sell the burning coal. And we could sell a fire, as crazy as that is. Moon buckler combines with cheese and mana orb. I mean, it just needs to make way more items. I mean, there's already an insane amount of items in this game. So tell us, 439 items. But could you imagine if that's like 1,000 items? The amount of builds will be going on. It'll be also really hard to make your build. So you'll need to have some sort of like a roguelike mechanic where you can, like, I don't know, ban spears. Or ban a spear, so you never find spear in the shop, or ban a certain item and re-roll the shop or something for free, maybe once every 2 turns or once every 4 turns, when they implemented more items. We want the other scroll, because that's crazy. And we want the bag space. We need to make 2 gold. I think, honest to God, even though we have stoned, we sell the bag of stones. That may be a ginormous misplay. You can switch with that. Now you're not making a frozen buckler. So for one turn, we ignore the +1 plus 15% damage to the weapon. For a singular turn. I think that's okay. You can go in there. Yep, that's fine. We send it. We don't need to do anything else. Happy days. Blind build with Shelly and some empowering. Oh, they're just going to amass empower. Oh, no, they're doing heat, sorry. I misread that. I looked down and thought it was empower they were getting more of. So their weapon is going to start ramping, but they are going to run out of stamina. Can we outlive them? Cheese is ramping. They've got so much heat, I don't think we win this. Crazy. Look at that board go off. So I do really want to play this build. A Toad with a couple of misfortunes. Obviously Mr. Struggles. And then just a couple of heat items. That's all you need. You don't need the deck of cards, you don't need the piggy bank, you don't need any of these items. All they need to do is start with some heat. And then they win, basically. They don't even need to put debuffs on us. They don't even need weapons. If they have a Turbo Shelly, or even just a Shelly, with a Toad, and 2 to 3 misfortunes with a couple of extra heat items, like a few flames or even this item. If you had a flame badge, a Toad, 2 misfortunes and a Shelly, you just win. Unless we've got buff cleanse. If we've got loads of buff cleanse and we can make them drop below heat, we can make their heat buff drop below any other buff, then they lose because they're not going to ramp the heat correctly. But if they can start the fight off with enough heat where they don't lose the max buff being heat, then Misfortune obviously uses 1 luck to gain 3 buffs of the type of which they have the most. They just win. Fortuna's Kiss is insane as well. Gain 1 luck. If you have at least 5 luck, you gain a random other buff instead, ignoring the cast times because they've got so much heat. But yeah, Fortuna's Kiss with a couple of misfortunes and a Toad, you just win. Crazy. Well, you don't just win, obviously. There's counters, but yeah. Oh, speaking of Turbo Shelly, we've also got a Molten Whip. We use a spike to gain 4 heat and deal +8 damage. This is better than this. We've also got Turbo Shelly, which is insane. So I think here we don't really gain a lot of spikes, but we're selling the spear. Do you have 2 slots on? You do have 2 slots on. Perfect. That works a treat. Okay. We probably want the Flame Whip, like, out the way somewhere. I mean, it obviously wants to touch the armor, but other than touching the armor on 1 slot like here, it doesn't need to be anywhere else. Do we need to roll for bag slots again? Oh, thank God we found that immediately. It needs to go right one. I think that's okay. Or can we not do that better? No. I think that's okay. I want to get the carrot in here so it touches more food. But we need the book where it is to touch the, what's it called? We need the book to touch both the scrolls. I am thinking we can just move this out. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, wait, no, I don't see what you're saying. Just because it crosses into 2 force letters. Or am I blind? Oh, I hate this bag so much. Do we need to redo bags real fast? I would like all this to hit better and all the food to hit, because the carrot's really important. 2.7 seconds to cleanse 1 debuff. I mean, we've only got 1 life left as well. Yeah, you know what? We are going to redo bags. I think that is okay. We could put that in the weapon instead, so we do have a minor chance, 12%, to gain an additional heat when we swing. I think that's okay as well. I am really happy with what we're looking at right now. Every time you do this and you're on 1 life, you get obliterated by a snow staff and a hand sandwich or something. Rhymes with orange. Yeah, I didn't want to reorganize bags because we've only got 1 life left, but let's see what we go against. Normally the case. It's a hammer build with 4 daggers. They're all dealing more damage. We probably will just get bursted down in the first 5 seconds. Maybe not. Maybe not. We are overhealing. They've run out of stamina. We've gained a bunch of armor from the turtle. Turtle's about to proc again. We need more heat. We need so much more heat. Here comes another big burst of armor. 220, we'll take it. The scrolls and the chest are doing work right now with that healing. Not to mention, both the false life and the cheese are giving us 10 max health. Or 20 max health, I guess, well, 30 max health every 5 seconds, technically. Kind of happy we won that, because if we didn't, I'd have been very annoyed. That is crazy. This is insane. Perfect Sapphire. On hit, 100% chance to ignore armor, gain a mana, and inflict 1 cold. That is so good. Can't believe we've just high rolled that. That is nuts to me. We do want the blueberry in, but you're just going to live there a second. We're going to put another fire in there. Is a fire better than a coal? A burning coal? After 5 seconds, we gain 2 heat and we cleanse 3 debuffs. That might be better than the fire in the bag. And you know how much I love coals. We could sell all this and get 4 gold. That would get us another scroll. We ain't got nowhere to put you, though. We could get rid of the book. I don't want to get rid of the book, though. I think at this point in time, we can absolutely sell both with the chip gemstones. We don't want to sell the red one, actually. We should have kept the green one. I forgot that the shields have space. I kind of want to maintain two fires in case we get a Shield of Valor. I'm going to roll once. We didn't see what we needed. I was hoping for a Shield of Valor or bag space. If we got bag space, I would have sold some of these. We also want to buy the 3rd scroll. We can't make 5 gold unless we sell something crazy. Is 1 heat better? Yeah, because we're only using a bit of mana, so this doesn't need to hit loads of things. It's every 3.5 seconds we gain a mana. This is the only thing currently consuming mana. That's every 5 seconds. Fine, we have enough mana to support Magic for Dummies without this touching more food. Although, if this touches the cheese, it goes 10% quicker. I think that might be okay, although I kind of want to do that and lose 1 heat. Sorry, 2 heat. Because this gains 1 heat and this starts with 1 heat. Gains 1 heat for the flame. I think that's okay, and that means that the cheese triggers a bit quicker. Cupcake staff. Gemstones, lots of invulnerability, and why on earth do you have that in your backpack? I mean, I get... This doesn't cost stamina. Why is it not in there? What am I looking at right now? Why would you put that gemstone in the backpack? I mean, that's a free win, right? If that was attacking 40% faster, that's just more damage they're dealing. If it's in the cupcake staff, yeah, alright, you might run into stamina issues, but you don't really care, right? Because this is just going to ramp so many more buffs. I think if that was in the cupcake staff, they would have won. All right, we'll take the free win. That's fine. We don't need you. We don't. Ooh, we do need a rock, and we've got crit chance. We need bag space, and we could do with a. Oh, there's bag space right there. Ooh, how do we get you in though? We don't. We don't. I don't think. Time to sell the starting bag. No way, man. We ain't ever selling the bag of giving. I love the bag of giving. I think we can move stoned around. We can literally put that there, move stoned over here, and put the acorn there. That gives us crit chance. You always sell it by around 7-ish. Ooh, that's interesting. I just go for the whole game with it. I never even sell it on like the last turn. I don't think the thought has ever crossed my mind, if I'm being completely honest. We may as well put a rock in. And then we sell 3 flames and buy a scroll. The scroll's not going to do as much as the other 2 scrolls, I'm not going to lie. We can put you in there. We sell these 3 fires. We buy you. I think you're going to go here. Kinda sucks. But that does mean the book's going to go a bit quicker. And 2.4 seconds, ignoring the fact that it could go 10% faster for each of the 5 things it's touching, I think is okay. Fire items gain light. This needs to be here. The only other thing I could think about doing here is possibly putting you up there to hit 2. Yeah, I think you're just gonna live there and hit 1 thing. Always have around 7-ish. You lose gold because you only get half the value from selling the items. I mean, yeah, normally I don't even sell, like... Well, we do sell items, obviously, if we don't need them, but generally speaking, I just kind of go with what the game throws at me for this. I kind of enjoy it, more so than rolling for items in the shop. Final scroll could be in the cheese spot. Could be. I think cheese is ramping kind of hard, though. We could move Shelly sideways. We could do something like that. And then the broccoli can go here. We do lose the chip gemstones, but I think that's okay. How else am I looking at this? Something like that could work. Again, the chip gemstones, as important as they are, I don't think they're that important. Plus, we got this because of the Bag of Giving. All of the gemstones that aren't chipped, we've pretty much got because of Bag of Giving. So we are still going to randomly gain insane gemstones if it's going to throw them at us. 5 mana gain. No, that's so much better in the weapon. I think that is okay as it is. We're going to send it like this. No, we're not. Because what did we even change there? We didn't put anything where we needed it to put. I think I moved Shelly around so I could put this in up here somewhere. And then I forgot to put it up there. That hitting 3 is fine. That hitting 4 would work. Are we just going to commit to not having Big Boy Cheese? Are we going to do something like this? I kind of feel like we can get one more in here. Shelly on the cheese spot. Oh, on the Shelly spot. Like this, so it's hitting 5, you're hitting 5, you're hitting 4. Alchemy bag up. We could also put you there, right? Like this. So cheese is hitting 2, carrots hitting 2, we're still getting the chip gemstones. Blueberry's hitting 1, doesn't need to hit more than that, doesn't even need to hit anything to be completely honest. And broccoli's hitting 1. That kind of plays nicely. I'm happy with that. Yeah, you're hitting everything, Turtle's hitting everything. Scroll's buff there, this is critting either for the weapon or giving the weapon crit chance. Book's hitting everything it can. It could have hit the other scroll, but if it wants to hit the other scroll, Nah, we lose what? We lose 10%. I guess we could have switched Shelly around and maybe put the other scroll up here, but it's fine hitting 2. It's been working up to this point. Let's send it. We're still not really utilising stone, though. I mean, we are, because we take 20% less damage whilst we have armour. They're also kind of helping us out in this round, because we take 115% less damage. Now we take 20% less damage. And top scroll does have a lot of stars now. It's on 5, which is the same as the bottom one. And then this is obviously hitting 4. Oh, we're going to lose to fatigue damage. Turtle going to proc? Turtle's already procced. Well, that sucks. Oh, dear. We lost to a Critwood staff. Maybe we should have kept some yellow gems and banged in some more yellow gems into the armor. I mean, I like what we got going on here, but yeah, it didn't really go as we planned. No heat gen on the build. Yeah, it's because we're bag of giving, so we're just basically using whatever it's throwing at us. We also didn't really have many spikes. I wasn't really paying attention if we got spikes in this fight, but we don't have anything that gives us spikes. We didn't get lucky with a pineapple. Otherwise, this would have been generating some heat for us. But yeah. Okay, we lost a bit more rating. That's hilarious. Down to 72. Let's jump into another game. Let's try and get some rank this time. We'll grab the banana. We'll grab the whetstone. Can we roll for a sword or a pan? We could go pan. We could go pan. I think we're going to go pan. That works. We're going to roll once more. There's the shell. We want shell for Shelly. Let's send it. I do like getting Shelly. I'm not going to lie. A pan and a forging hammer. We should win this. Our pan should deal more damage than theirs. We have more healing than they do. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we got a hungry blade already. Okay. Well, there goes the pan, I guess. And we got trigger the pet. We don't have a pet currently. We're getting 4 spikes. We don't need the scroll. We sell that. We may as well hold on to the gemstone for a moment. The wand is OP. Yeah, we do like the wand. We do like the banana as well. Do you want to stay with the pan or do you want to go hungry blade? I wonder. We don't really need this right now, but I think we want to hold on to it for a turn in case we can get Shelly early. We could go hungry blade. We do have broccoli. It's probably not going to get to the ramping point of generating rejuvenation though. It's going to be 18 seconds before we get rejuvenation. In the first couple of rounds we do normally win within 18 seconds. I think we probably do want to go hungry blade instead of pan. Now the food all needs to touch, so you can go there, you can go here, you can go up there instead. Whetstone we'll hold on to for the time being. Broccoli wants to go faster than the... we should probably put this over here instead. Like that. We sell the pan, we put Shelly in, or sorry, the shell in, should I say. I would like the Wand of Equilibrium. We're going to sell the pan, we're going to grab the wand. Is a wand better than garlic? You are hitting 3 food, it's probably better than garlic. We'll leave the garlic in the bag for now, we'll send this. Hero Stone, Hero Sword turning into the Flaming Burning Sword or whatever it's called, and they've got a rock. I don't think we are, I don't think we have the rejuvenation for this. Turn the Whetstone. Oh, we didn't turn the Whetstone, my mistake. So we would have won that with the 5 damage. Yeah, we would have won that if we turned the Whetstone. We've also gained a Poison Goo. We've got a Lucky Piggy. We've gained some Puzzle Bag of Ruin. We do want False Life here. Amulet instead of Shell. Oh, so we gain 4 spikes, even though it's not going to trigger anything. Yeah, and we do have a banana for healing as well, to be fair. I mean, we can fit in more things here. I think here we probably do use the Poison Goo. Heal for 9 and inflict some poison. We can put it there, we can put you here. So you're hitting the wand and the sword. That would also trigger the pet, so we can put you here, we can put banana bottom left. Poison inside debuff bag is very strong. Yeah, we're gonna have the goob in the poison bag, absolutely. I think broccoli still wants to go in. If we put broccoli here, that's already turned, that's fine. We can put this here so it triggers the pet. We still need an activator. We don't really have a 1-slot activator at the moment. Oh, we have False Life. It is a 7-second activator, but we've got a lot of items we want to put in. I think the Lucky Pig goes in, as you say, Rhymes. Lucky Pig starts with 2 luck, so we generate the rejuvenation faster, which is going to ramp Hungry Blade faster. We need a better, what's it called? I think the wand is better than the shell and the whetstone here. We've also got poison on the weapon, that's probably better there. We don't need that as an activator. We could do that instead. The broccoli isn't benefiting from touching a food, but I think that's okay. We turn bags to get all 4 goobs triggers. Yeah, we absolutely could do that, you're not wrong. I'm just trying to work out here where we could put things. Could put this side, like so. We can put the... No, it doesn't work either, does it? You can probably go there. No, that doesn't work either. The amulet as a goob trigger could work. I don't think we need the whetstone anymore. We don't need the rock. I don't need that gemstone either. And then I guess we could sell a garlic and pick up False Life. False Life on a 7-second cooldown is probably better than that triggering once after 5 seconds, assuming that this triggers twice. I think that's okay. We have the 4 activators. I would like to get the wand in as an activator. So we could do that instead. Could we? Like so? Banana triggers faster than broccoli. One triggers faster than anything else. That kind of works. We could also sell the garlic as well. We sell the garlic. I do like start of battle gaining 6 heat, so we're going to reserve that. We've reserved the banana. I don't think we need the banana anymore because we're not going pan. And then we've got the shell for when Shelly, when we see a health part. I think we send it like this. as long as we go on for 14 seconds, this is a better activator. But if we don't go on for 14 seconds, it's not a better activator. We won. It didn't go on for 14 seconds. The amulet was a better activator. Nothing needs to go in that bag as far as I'm aware. Nope. It's just nicer to have a bit more bag slots. You can just live down here, I think, for a second. We've got a stone helmet. Reduced damage taken by 25% for the first 5 seconds, and we gain 35 armor. 25% chance to resist critical hits, and 40% chance to resist stuns. That's kind of nice, and it goes on longer because it's in the bag of endurance. Now we can get the shell in. The shell can go anywhere. I think here we are going to switch these two around. If the fight goes on for more than 14 seconds, as I say, then this is a better activator, but they're not really going on that long right now. And everything else is kind of okay where it is. We'll keep this locked. We could also buy this if we sell the poison gemstone, which again would mean we start with even more luck. I think you want the gem in the bag. Oh, after 4 seconds we gain 2 rejuvenation. That is basically the clover. So that is actually better in the bag. This is inflicting loads of poison, so it doesn't need to have more poison technically. 50% chance to inflict 1, it may not even inflict any. At least this way we're getting the rejuvenation. So after 6 seconds this then just pumps rejuvenation. That's a very good idea, thank you Rail. We'll continue on. We should have locked the bag. That was a misplay. Loads of rejuvenation. Heavy drinking skill is interesting. Again, at some point, when we see that, we should really make a build with potions. I think that would kind of be beneficial. Ooh, we've gained a healing bag. Healing bag goes here. You can now go here. That can go there. That can go there. You can go here. You can go here. We've also gained a fly agaric. We've got a mushroom. You're now a better activator, but you want to go in the debuff bag. So is this where? Swap that with a top right goob. Like so. So food's touching 2, 2 and 2. You've now got the 4 fastest activators on you. You've also gained the amulet still. We've still got a lucky piggy. Oh, you should be doing something, right? You just touched the helmet. So we do that. We put you here. These 2 gems can go down there. And then you can just live. Oh, you want to be in the healing bag as well. But you also don't. You only heal for 5 plus 3 once. This is continuously healing us, right? Yeah, heal for 10 plus 4. This would be nice here, and the wand here. But I don't think we care enough right now, so I think that is how we're going to play it. There's also a scroll. We do like the scrolls. Yeah, okay. I think this is okay. I think everything is where it needs to be. And we're now going to gain 6 rejuvenation after 4 seconds, which means this is instantly going to start pumping rejuvenation. Oh, but we already start with 2 as well. So yeah, we're instantly going to have more than 5 looks. That's just going to go straight to rejuvenation. We send it. I would like this scroll. This scroll would obviously go where the wand is if we get more bag space. You've got a carrot goob. Spicy banana with no bananas. Double bow. And a spear. We should just mass outscale their damage of max health scaling. Yeah, happy days, happy days. We're actually winning games. Nice to see. You are kind of nice, but we don't have 40 gold worth of items, right? Not right now, we don't. We might hold on to that. The rat we don't care about. The burning coal's kind of nice. I do have a weird obsession with burning coals. I like burning coals. I think for the time being, this goes in the weapon for a chance to generate heat. It could live up here, so we gain 2 heat after 5 seconds and cleanse 3 debuffs. Or we could sell it for a gold. I don't think we want to sell anything for a gold. We could sell this and grab the scroll now. I think we sell that and we grab the scroll. The scroll's going to live here for the healing. You're going to live under there. That can go here, and I guess you can go in there. So this is giving us 4 luck. We already start with 2 luck. That's going to instantly give us the luck after 3.5 seconds. That's going to start pumping rejuvenation. You've got a 2.4 seconds to cleanse a debuff, and if we have no debuffs, we heal for 8. There's also another broccoli. Ooh. Which would work very nice for the Hungry Blade. The poison's nice, but I'm tempted to sell the mushroom to grab another broccoli. We are kind of going poison build though at this point. And we need bag space. I kind of feel like we do that. We're going to hold on to that because eventually we'll be able to replace you up here somewhere. When we get more bag slots, we'll send that. Shield's nice, but we don't need it. It's very expensive. Start with 2 luck. You trigger. We're now on. That didn't really. They must have stripped our regen. Oh no, we were already. That seems to take ages to proc. I don't know if that procced correctly or not. That seemed a bit bizarre to me. I thought it would proc much quicker. Oh, you gain rejuvenation. For some reason, I thought these gave us luck then. That's a misplay. That's fine. We got a toad. A poisonous toad. I don't think we can put you in the bag anywhere. Items gain 10 buffs. We heal for 12. Items use 10 buffs. We inflict 2 poison and we gain a mana every 2.8 seconds. Which is better than the broccoli. Oh, of course. The broccoli, we should have had the mushroom there as a faster activator. 3.6 seconds. I think the frog there is probably... Oh, it doesn't really do anything though. 2.8 seconds. I kind of feel like we want the frog in. Items gain 10 buffs. Items aren't going to gain any buffs because we're not doing anything with buffs. It could also go here as a slightly slower activator, but it is healing us. You could go there, you could go there, frog could go here. Items gain 10 buffs, you are gaining buffs every hit, and you are using buffs every hit. Again, this could be placed better. We could switch these 2 bags around. So, like so. Banana went up there. Oh, but now you're not in the healing bag. I don't like that idea, actually. That's better like that. Sell stuff and buy bags. Banana is useless, you think? I mean, it is a bit of a heal. It does take up 3 slots. We don't need the stamina. Every 5 seconds to heal for 4. It might not be the play we want. And you're only touching 1 item, which means 10 buffs. So this needs to hit 10 times before this actually triggers. But it is it's a heal after 10 hits. Maybe that's not a good item to have. We'll hold on to it for the time being. You can go back there, that's fine. One can go up there as the activator. We don't need the tusk poke, I don't think, because we're not doing anything with spikes currently. No, we're not. So we don't need the tusk poker. I'm going to sell the banana. I'm going to trust your instincts. We're going to get this because it starts the game off with 6 flames. I think that's kind of nice. We have another flame. We may as well put it in. We've got broccoli as well. We could put the broccoli back in. I don't see where we do that unless we put it up here. We move you across one. We put the broccoli here. Again, broccoli should really be touching all the food, but we don't really have, again, the bag space for it right now. Unless... Nope. I was going to say we could turn these 2 around. So at least 1 broccoli. Oh no, because that wants to touch the helmet. You go there instead of the fire. We don't have any rejuvenation in the backpack now. Unless we take out the shell and do that. We sell the fire. There's some bag space. Bag space would allow us to do what exactly? I mean, we're obviously going to buy the bag space. A book for max health would be good, especially when we already have a scroll and we've got false life. So we could buy this. We're out of gold. Lol. That was a silly. I mean, I knew we were going to be out of gold, but yeah. We can do this for next turn and put you just down here somewhere. We don't have a lot of light items, but we do have the shell. Shell's going to live there for a turn. Let's send it. I think that's okay. I mean, in a perfect world, we'd have a couple of bag spaces down there, I guess. Can we not do something like this instead? And then we spin both the broccolis around, so at least one is touching more food. We could also do that and that, so now both foods are all touching. And then we can get the shell in and put you there. That would actually be a better play, right? Yep. Yep, you're touching, you want to go sideways, but you can't go sideways. So that's fine. And then we've got 2 slots up here for the, yeah, okay, let's send it. Have some coffee in this fight. Interesting build. Pandemonium, I really want to see Pandemonium. I want to get Pandemonium because now it's got an extra 3 stars, I'm pretty sure. Make Poison Frog. I think that's already a Poison Frog. Yeah, it's already a Poison Frog. High rolled a Poison Frog. Again, this could go here instead, so it's actually doing more things for buffs. But it's because it's got a healing on it. So if anything, I'd kind of want to switch out all these bags and put them down here instead. Just so we've got another cat, that's hilarious. Just so it's actually doing more things than just touching the sword, because at the moment it's not really doing anything. That's not bad, because we can get one of you in, and we can probably put you somewhere, 41 gold. So now that's triggering one item to go faster. It's probably not very good doing that, but I mean, it is what it is. We've also got a Goob. Goobs are kind of good. We do like this weapon. This weapon's very nice. Because this has a 70% chance to inflict 2 poison and a random debuff. You would have to go there. You move up 1. You're in... wait, what are we doing? Turn stone cap to fit in the gem bag. It doesn't need to go in the gem bag? Because it's only a legendary, right? It needs unique or godly. Oh, you want... Yeah, that's not godly, that's legendary. Oh, you're all good, you're all good. Again, it's I'm fairly new to the game as well, so I definitely overanalyze things and etc. You know what I mean? I do take my time. Here we probably can't buy a subclass, or we go merchant. I would like to keep that bow. 0.6, 0.4. We are still under the stamina usage, which is perfect. We don't need the fire. We don't really need the little goober. Not to mention we do have 3 things in the healing bag. I think we probably want to reorganize our bag so that the poison frog is actually hitting things it needs to hit. It's always going to miss 1 because it wants to be an activator, I think. Although this would be a better activator. And then we can move the poison frog down 1 and then it could hit more things. We don't need this fire. We don't really need this goo, but I mean it's better than not having anything. Gotta buy a class item too strong to pass. We have, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, there has been moments where we've skipped this and we have still won, but, I mean, the merchant's really good here. It's a pain to get in. Weapon Master, we are doing poison, but right now we only have 1 debuff cleanser. I normally always never do this. I hate Weapon Master. Well, I don't hate Weapon Master, I just find it very difficult to fit correctly and to benefit from the fact that we're poisoning ourselves. If we find a bit more debuff cleanse, this would go pretty hard. Poison Goob self-dispels. Just heals for 9 and inflicts 4 poison. I think it's the Carrot Goob that... Carrot Goob? Cleanse 4 debuffs, gain 2 Empower for 8 seconds. I think it's the Carrot Goober that cleanses. This would be good, and don't get me wrong, we can then just focus on debuff cleanse, especially if we get a Holy Armor or something. So I think we do want Weapon Master, but how on earth do we make 8 gold? 7 gold if we sell the Goob. We could sell this for 5? I mean, it is going to make this go faster, but we don't really need to regenerate the stamina, so this doesn't actually need to go faster. I think Nico gets sold. We only need 2 gold. The coal can be sold for 1, and then we can also sell this gemstone for 1. I think that's the play. Let's grab Weapon Master. Scroll and coal. What scroll did you want to sell? This one? This is insane. This is our only debuff cleanser right now. I think the scroll and the extra gemstone was okay. What was it, a 10% chance, 20% chance to resist poison? Oh, but saying that, we probably want green gems so we resist poison. I mean, this is really good in the backpack because we start with 4 regen, which means this is obviously immediately gaining vampirism. But having green gems so we don't get poisoned, it kind of makes sense. We will reorganize bags here. This is how we're currently looking. We're not looking great because the Lucky Pig doesn't touch the helmet. It's the only thing it can touch as well on the board, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it can touch the bow. Ooh, that changes a few things, or does it? I think that does change a few things. It's better that this is going to have a higher % chance to inflict poison and a random debuff than it lasting a little bit longer. 12% more. Oh, that's critical hits and stuns it's resistant. Yeah, no, I think it's better that this puts on more debuffs. So I think the Lucky Piggy there is actually better than where we've put it before. Yeah, I think that's fine. We want these 2 uniques to be in the gem slot bag, so this can stay in the healing bag. We've got the frog in the healing bag, we've got the scroll in the healing bag, we've got the healer in the healing bag, or the poison goob. I think that's fine. We've still got this reserved, which is good for when we need it, hopefully next turn, and I think we send it. Poison Frog is not going to be doing what it needs to be doing. It is inflicting 2 poison and gaining 1 mana every 2 point something over the seconds. It's gone down to 2.5 because we've got some heat. So immediately we're gaining loads of poison on them, and this is the only thing that's stripping our poison, I believe. Happy days, they had Excalibur. Oh no, how do we get you in? This is ideal because every 2.2 seconds we cleanse 2 poison, and it's 2.2 second activator, so I guess we just do that and put it here and get a fanny pack. It could touch the scroll, don't really care about it touching the scroll to be completely honest. It does gain more rejuvenation at the start of the game if it touches a scroll. Ugh, which is good, I guess. We could put it here. Does it heal? It doesn't heal. Ideally, this going here would be really nice. But if we do that, the helmet doesn't gain its time buff. So we'll sell the snowball because we don't want the frostblade. The fire would be nice. We could turn that into sun armor. We just played around with sun armor, but I don't think we have the heat generation for it, so we're going to sell the fire. We'll hold on to the gemstone because that can go in the armor, and then we've got a fanny pack. That ideally would go there perfectly. Yeah. We could also move this across. But you here... Oh, the piggy doesn't touch you again. I would like the mushroom here. So again, it's a higher % chance to inflict poison, but now you don't touch what you need to touch again, but that's kind of okay. Broccoli being there is kind, or not in the bag, is kind of okay. Just because this is going to gain, well, it doesn't gain any rejuvenation because it's not hitting any light things. Again, ideally this should be here. But this doesn't hit the weapon if we put it over here. So for now, that is going to live there still. I think this is okay here. It is a fast activator for the goo. it just doesn't start with more rejuvenation because it's not touching the scroll. I think that's okay. I don't think we need another goob. I don't think we need these books. No, we don't want to use rejuvenation because that's there. And then the Froggo, again, this could be somewhere much better. But for now, it is what it is. I don't think we need that on the pet. I think that's fine. The goob, I think we send it like this. Just buy more bags, bro. I mean, yeah, we've got infinite gold and infinite rerolls. We obviously don't. Let's have some coffee in this fight. Heavy goobs, heavy goobs. They are, as I was about to say, they are at healing, but they're not because we're hitting 87 poison in that fight. We've gained Thornbloom. I don't think we care about Thornbloom. It's also a pain to get in. I mean, it would just fit perfectly right there, actually, but yeah, neither here nor there. We don't need the fire. Don't think we need that potion. We don't need the little gemstone, but I think we'll keep hold of it. A little bit of extra lifesteal is always nice, or better yet, a bit more healing is probably better. Hardwood! We want to go hardwood with a pan. We really want to go pan build for that. We don't really need Power of the Moon. I don't think we're going to make any moon stuff. Girl power would be nice. We could probably put you here. Maybe down here would be good. No, it's only hitting 4 things. I think over all of this, we either go unideed or girl power. I think we're going to go girl power. We're going to roll once, see if we get some bags. We do get multiple bags, which is perfect. Gain 1 spike on hit, 60% chance to gain an Empower. If we gain Empower, we gain 11 maximum health, and it deals +1 damage per spike. I kind of feel like... I mean, Hungry Blade is not as good as Thornbloom, I'm pretty sure. Not to mention, we're also no longer consuming rejuvenation. If we put this here, it does mean that this isn't healing as much. We could also put you here instead. I don't think I like that, because now we need... Oh, we do need some more bag space. I mean, we could get a fanny pack just here. And then we can put the armor in. I think... This would hit more. This would be better like this, but then this doesn't heal for as much. We could probably turn the scroll around. No, I think the frog's fine where it is. This isn't using any buffs now, though. So this means the frog isn't as good, because this would be using one and it would be gaining one. So this is basically triggering both of the frog stars. Whereas this is just gaining a buff, it's not using any buffs. In fact, nothing in our bag is now using buffs or consuming buffs. You going right there would be nice. I think we do commit to this. Especially if we can get the piggy bank up there on it. I think that'd be kind of beneficial. Okay, we're selling the Hungry Blade. Buying a fanny pack. I think the fanny pack can go here. Seeing as we are mainly doing poison. We misplayed that? I want this hitting as many things as possible. I think 6 is good enough, but don't you also... You want to also live up there as well. I guess we could fanny pack these 2 weapons. Or the weapon and the mushroom. You can go there, you can go there. We're 1 bag short. False Life wants to live somewhere. I mean, we could always do that with this. Nope, I think that's much better there. That's much better there. We sell the extra mushroom. And I think we commit and we sell the broccoli as well. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. That can now live here. You can now live back there. We gain a buff stick. You don't need to be touched by anything except possibly that. Yes, you can be touched by that. Figuring out, I would like this to be moved somewhere. But at the moment, that does all kind of work, actually, to be fair. That can live there. Unreserved book. I would like the book still. I would still like the book. We don't have any mana gen, however. Yeah, I would still like that book. I think getting max health is important. Especially when we have false life. And we have a bunch of healing. We are healing for less now, though, because of this weapon. Because it's in the healing bag. I mean, ideally, we'd just sort out bags real fast, but I can't really be bothered, to be fair. Is that everything? We've got a shell as well. We may as well dump you in somewhere. You're also hitting a light thing, which means we start with 2 rejuvenation. The scroll would be good. Again, if we flip like the healing stuff around over here and put the debuff stuff over there, it would be better, because then the scroll could be here and touch 2 lights. Or 1 light, I guess, because it's not going to hit the shell. Unless we had the armor going vertical. We'll see how this round goes. And if need be, we should have probably locked the Charismatic Orb as well here. We've run into stamina issues. That's interesting. I forgot to check the stamina. Again, another goo build. I do love a good goo build. You didn't even gain 10 buffs, or this didn't gain 10 buffs, so this never actually healed us. So this technically doesn't need to be in the healing bag anymore. I mean, eventually we will get to that point. Oh, especially when we've got a buffer. So it probably would be better to put you here and then move this somewhere else where it's actually benefiting multiple buffs. I don't see where we can do that though. There would probably work, right? It's still being touched by this. Scroll's still doing what it needs to do. You've now got 2 things, so this is gaining buffs. This is gaining buffs, which means this should be healing us for a little bit. We've also got a duplication of the buff bag. Ugh, where do we put you in? We could put it here. And then we'd need a single slot bag. Again, it's a bit of a waste having having 1 item take up the whole bag. We've also gained a Ruby Whelp. Gain 4 heat, reflect 3 debuffs at the start of battle, 5 to 10 damage, 2.1 second cooldown, stamina cost 0. If we got a twine, we could make Dragon Knight, but we've not been successful in doing so today. We could also make an Obsidian Dragon. Which could be nice. Stamina is 0.4, stamina is 1. Ooh, so we are going to run into stamina issues because of the bow and this being so expensive in stamina. I think we're probably going to have to redo buffs. Redo bags again. We've also gained a Badgeroon, attacks 3% faster, minus 10% stamina in bags, reduced damage taken if it's in a armor piece. This could be really nice on the bow or the main weapon. It could also be really nice in the backpack, just so we lose, so we use minus 10% stamina, seeing as we are 0.4 above our stamina threshold. Let's redo bags. The dragon should be near it. Does the dragon... The dragon doesn't benefit from this because it's a ranged weapon, so this doesn't actually need to hit the dragon. This only needs to hit melee weapons. Damage dealt by all melee and all ranged. Gain 40% of the damage dealt as shield. That's just, it doesn't matter where that is in the bag. That can be anywhere. And then the second part, every 5 seconds regenerate 1 stamina for each distinct weapon, only for melee weapons. And obviously every stamina we use, we inflict 2 poison and we gain 2 poison to ourselves. I want this book. God damn you. We're going to start. I think this is okay. Goob's got 4 activators. They're all pretty quick. We've got a 2.1, 2.2, 2.4 and a 1.7. Mushroom's just down there because it's in the debuff bag. This is also in the debuff bag. Goob's in the debuff bag. This doesn't need to be in the debuff bag, but it's fine because we can't put it anywhere else. Lol. This is hitting the weapon. This is hitting 5 things. Toad's hitting 3 things now, which is better than nothing. Although 2 of the items are gaining 1 buff twice. Oh, sorry, 2 buffs one time. This is gaining no buffs because it's not hitting any light items. Misplay, that's fine, doesn't matter right now. So the only weapon that this is actually being affected by is this, which is gaining buffs. But that's fine, we're going to send it. The poison frog is not in a good place. Amulet on the Goob. We could have moved the frog up 1, but then it won't hit the weapon, which is why we've put that on the frog. Which it's inflicting a little bit more poison. We would like the amulet there though. We've won most games, we lost 1 game here. Again, we could take the +5 ranking, which we normally get every time, but I like to do survival, so we're jumping in survival. And then we normally lose every game, which is funny to me. We could, I guess, put the frog down here, but then the frog doesn't do anything in order to get this here. If we put the frog here, it's not doing anything. So unfortunately, that is the way that is working. If we get a singular bag slot, we'll move the mushroom up 1, and then we can put you down here. Because the Goob is better to activate quicker. We've gained another buff bag. I hate having to put these places, so we're just going to do that and spin you around. Can the frog now move somewhere else? Not really. I mean, it could go where girl power is. You were hitting 5 things. You're still hitting 5 things if we do that, and you can go there. You're now hitting 3 things, which is probably better. You gain 4 buffs. You gain a buff every 2.1 seconds, and you gain a buff every 3.3 seconds, which again is probably better than it hitting the Lucky Pig, which gains 2 buffs. This, which gains no buffs. And this, which is gaining 1 a turn. That's probably better. You can now come down 1. Oh, I could have sworn I was still hitting 5 things. 5 things. Happy days. You're hitting 5 things. Okay. More debuff bag is crazy. Burning torch right there. Yeah, the burning torch. I think the burning torch has got quite a high stamina usage, right? 0.7. We may run into crazy stamina issues if we do that. This is only every 5 seconds we regenerate 1 stamina. We're going to regenerate 2 stamina every 5 seconds. We're currently using 1.4 a second. We do want to use more stamina for poison. I'm just worried that we're going to run into stamina issues and then not be able to swing. But I guess it doesn't matter that we're not able to swing, right? Because it doesn't matter if we don't swing because we're still activating the Goob. Not maybe with the weapon, but with everything else we're still activating. Maybe this is the wrong weapon of play, you know? Maybe we should have been going for really fast attack speed to just pump the Goob. Do we sell this weapon and just use a burning torch? What's the burning torch attack speed? 1.4 seconds. It would activate the Goob more. Hungry Blade was better. Yeah, thinking about it, I think you're correct here. We've also got a little frog. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at placing these toads, so I don't think it's benefiting us the way it should be. We do want the burning torch. You are not wrong. We lose a gemstone for a turn, that's fine, just so we can make the burning torch real quick. We got another debuff bag as well, Jesus Christ. Oh, how do we fit this in? I think I already see how we fit that in. Misplay. I think we just put it here. Oh no, you're the opposite side. Jesus Christ. God damn you. We may have to reorganize bags again. Lol. I think, as crazy as it might sound, I'm going to sell this for 7. We're going to unreserve the book and we're going to roll twice. I mean, we could just not use a weapon and grab another one of these. We'll buy the bags first, you're not wrong. We want the bags first and foremost. We are going to reorganize bags real quick. And I think that is looking okay. Have we managed to do it? We've still got another item here that we could put in to debuff. No, broccoli wants to live there, so it hits both of the, both the buff bags. You ideally want to move down as well. I think that's probably better like that. So you're in 2 buff bags, broccoli's in 1. I think that's okay. We've got a bunch of freeze, so we may as well just dump you anywhere. Those 2 can go down there, you can go in the debuff bag, and then we've got some debuff cleanse, which I think can live there. Honestly, kind of happy with the way things turned out. I would like to get this armor again, for more debuff cleanse, or more poison cleanse specifically. So we'll keep this reserved. What do? Trigger 10% faster, inflict 1 blind to myself, up to 10 times, 15% faster. It could turn into a Null Blade. Null Blade's 1.7 seconds. You're 1.4, you're 1.7. You're eventually going to be 1.4. I think that's okay. Let's send it. Actually, before we do that, Goob's touching everything. You're touching Goob. This is touching all the light stuff. You're touching 6 things. You don't need to touch anything. You could probably benefit from going somewhere where you touch things. It's not going to happen. Could happen. We can just do that for now. So you're actually getting a little bit of max health, that's fine. We could also do that and that. So now you're touching 2 max health things, that's fine. Everything else is looking pretty good. The frog is still misplaced. I don't really know how to place this in a good position. But that's alright, we're going to send it. That took me far too long. But it is survival, so we normally lose survival games. Lots of max health. They've also got a Null Blade. We should outdo them because of our poison. I would like to inflict more poison. Ooh, 1 big poison hit? No. We were going to kill them. 106 poison. It was about to tick as well, but the Null Blade just got there first. So, not a bad first game, I guess. Not bad, not bad. We've now got a Burning Torch. We've now also got a Fortuna's Hope. You're not touching the torch. That was a misplay. Now you're touching the torch. Didn't see that. Lol. This could be nice, but it's not a melee weapon, so we're actually going to get rid of this. Trigger the pet. We've got another triggering of the pet, so that's perfect. We've now got 2 of them, so the pet's going to trigger 200%. No, it's not triggering 200% faster. It's just triggering the pet after 5 seconds, and we're gaining 8 spikes, which I think is pretty good. We've gained another debuff bag, and honestly, I don't know where we're going to put this, unless we just put it up here. I really don't want to have to faff around with bags anymore. We don't need the chessboard, that's fine. Does it live up here? It could live there a second. We're going to roll once. We're going to take that off. Use a mana to gain 1 rejuvenation heal for 12. That could be nice on a 3-second cooldown. It doesn't hit anything except the scroll. It could also be double buffed if we put it up here. I don't think we need it. We're going to roll. Amulet for 3. We'll see what it is. Chance-based effects are 15% more likely to trigger. Gain 2 buffs of the type of which we have the most of. This could be really good here. So it's giving both the weapons a higher chance-based effect. It's the only thing it can hit as well. So that makes sense. Yep, we're doing that. We're going to roll again for a single bag slot. We didn't get it. Badge is really good as well. And then I think we're going to control Z twice. Oh wait, does that... yeah, okay, we're not going to do that. You probably just live back there. Whelp live back here. Helmet goes back here. And the Fanny Pack goes back up there. Buff Stick goes up there again. Broccoli goes there. I could get this in, I just don't see how we do it, to be completely honest. We could move all of that up here. I guess. No, I can't be bothered. Doing these bags is driving me insane, especially in a position like this. Again, I've said it before, if I wasn't like streaming and stuff, I think I'd quite happily take like half an hour to do bags every single round, just to maintain and make sure we win everything. But whilst we're streaming, I don't want to sit here for half an hour just sorting bags out, to be fair. We may as well bang both of these in here so we gain a bit more heat. 4-slot bag, we can't really put you anywhere anymore. I'd like that to stay in the fanny pack, so I think that's fine. I think we sell this for 2. We sell a singular gemstone. We're not really gaining mana, are we? We are gaining mana from this. I think that's the only thing we're gaining mana on. Debuff Cleanse is always nice. I think we leave these outside in the backpack. We want to use stamina, so that doesn't need to go there. You probably want to go in here. We want poison resistance in armor, so we have a higher % chance to resist the poison that we're inflicting on ourselves. It's only 2, and we are cleansing 2 poison. I think we can afford that. After 3 seconds, we gain 1 rejuvenation. That's fine. You can't go in a debuff bag. You can go up here, so you buff. We just sell one thing. I think we sell this blue, and we buy the badger. And the badger probably wants to live, or I think he wants to live here. Like so, hitting 4 things. Do you have another nature item we can put up top near him? Probably not. You can now go... No, you can't go there, because then this is only hitting 1 thing. You're going to have to live as you were. Still got a piggy bank. That's fine, I can stay like that. Could get another toad, don't see it happening. I think we send it. I think this is okay. That's hitting the melee weapon, that's fine. You're hitting 4 things, that's fine. Everything else should be hitting exactly what it needs to be hitting. Light items, light items. You're hitting 6 things. No, you're hitting 5 things. No, you're hitting 6 things, that's right. I thought you'd lost one from one of these, but that's fine. We're pretty good there, we send it. Heavy heat build with Impractically Large Greatsword. You don't gain in power. You do. No, you don't gain in power. The carrot would have given them in power if they had 5 luck. Was that the only method they were gaining in power? It was, right? And this, gain a random buff. This, ooh, that's a very lucky... They really need that carrot to proc, otherwise that's a kind of a bricked build. I mean, we'll take it. More bag space, lovely. We have another melee weapon, which again is lovely. You're going to live there. You're now hitting 2 melee weapons, so it's generating a bit more stamina when it uses them. We've gained another buff stick, which is ideal. I think you go there. And then the broccoli can go on these 2. You can go there. We want poison resistance in the armor. I think we ignore the heal value, the 10% extra healing. I would like to put this in armor as well, but we don't have any armor to put it in. I think that's okay. We don't need the book. We don't really need the garlic at this point. You're hitting 3 things now because I've moved something around. So the garlic can live there, just so this hits an additional thing. I don't think we want sun armor. Nope. I would rather we just focus on it cleansing poison. So we are just going to lock that completely. We may as well just hold on to some extra fire for some extra heat value. Yeah, that works. You don't need to be in any bag specifically. You can just live up there. A yellow gemstone, that gives us a chance to resist stun and stuff. I think we put that in the weapon so it's faster. We could get a chili. Chilies are pretty good. Every 4.5 seconds we gain heat and heal for 5, and if we have at least 10 heat we cleanse 1 debuff. We are starting with a bunch of heat, not a massive amount. We start with 10 heat, that's a no-brainer. We definitely buy the chili, and we're going to put you here. We no longer have the debuff cleanse, but I think that's okay. And I think we put you on the Dragon Whelp. Every 2.1 seconds it's hitting, as opposed to every 2.7 seconds. So this makes more sense to strip debuffs. We want this on the weapon so it ramps poison and debuffs. And then the Burning Torch is just gaining 2 heat at the start of battle. So we actually start with 12 heat. Yeah, we start with 12 heat, sorry. And has a chance to gain 1 additional damage. We have no gold to roll. I'm kind of happy with the bag setup we've got currently going on. You're now hitting 4 things. Yeah, where you are right now is kind of okay. That's fine. We could... No, we can't. That's fine. Let's send it. Go, go, go! Oh, we could have got the 4-slot potion belt in these 4 slots and moved the fanny pack up 1. That's fine. Lots of dragons, chili goob. Unless we stack an absurd amount of poison, we lose. I mean, it's getting that way. He just healed for 200 because he's got a badger. Oh, we just won that as well. That was crazy close. Crazy close. 209 poison to end with. Very close game. Very close game. We've got a massive gemstone. Jesus Christ. I think that needs to be in the armor as opposed to a weapon, seeing as our weapons are dealing next to no damage. When we gain mana, we gain a bit of armor. We are now gaining a bit of mana, so that is going to give us 4 armor for every 5 mana gained. Ooh, every 5 mana gained? That kind of sucks. Maybe we put that in a weapon, and we put that in here, so we gain 10% more healing. I think that's probably a bad play. We got a little goober. A little goober. We don't need the piggy bank, we're selling that. A little goober could go pretty well here. I guess we could put the goober on the torch, 1.4. It's only hitting the torch. I think that might be okay. We also want poison in that, so actually we take that back out and we put that back in the backpack. If we got blueberries, that would be nice. Let's roll. Let's roll again. Singular bag slot. We don't really need the bag slot right now because we are just looking for blueberries. I think we're going to roll 4 times. That didn't really help us. That's not bad. Because we are probably going to reach 15 heat. It's 8, so we can't buy it right this second. We may as well keep the flame in the bag. I would like this to touch 2 things that are actually beneficial for us. I just don't see how we do that. Nope, I'm not seeing it. We can't really move anything around either. It can either go up there and hit the wand, or it can go down here and just hit this. I think that's where it's going to live. You activate at the start of the battle once. That's 1 activation, I guess. And then... I think a 35% chance to inflict 1 poison is probably better than a 40% chance to ignore armor, gain a mana, and inflict a frost. Although that is kind of good. 10% faster attack speed, I think that's probably better. And then we sit on this for a turn, because I'd like to put this in the armor as soon as these 2 merge. Let's send it. We're looking pretty good, I think. Not to mention, the dagger already consumes 1 mana and ignores armor. Do we have enough mana? We're looking like we do have enough mana. They're going to be stripping some of their poison. They've also got a hell of a lot of attack speeds. Oh yeah, so during battle rays they're going to just ramp and hit their mana orb for 35 mana to gain loads of buffs. We still won because our poison is insane. Okay, happy. A poison potion. Consume this. Oh, sorry. When the opponent heals, consume this and inflict 3 poison to them, 1 poison to ourselves, and after 3.5 seconds, we inflict another 3 poison. This is good. It can't go in the debuff bag because our debuff bag is taken. So we've also gained a Flawless Topaz. 25% faster. Is that better than a 3% faster ramp? I think it is, right? Because that needs to hit... That needs to basically trigger like 7-8 times. Yeah, that needs to trigger 8 times before it hits the Flawless Topaz's 25% faster attack speed. 1.7 seconds. So, maybe that's not better actually. After like, I'm gonna throw out a random number. After like 14 seconds, this starts to ramp harder. I don't know if that's better or worse. We could also put this in armor as well. So we take 7 less damage. 7 less damage isn't the worst. Not sure I want this anymore. 40% chance to ignore armor, gain 1 mana and inflict a frost. The frost is kind of nice. It also stops our poison from being stripped in terms of a debuff. We've got 2 of these gems we want to combine together now as well. So I think we're going to have to remove a singular flame and put that there like so. We have 3 rounds left to survive. I would like even more poison resistance. This I'd like to get as well. So I think we sell the flame, we sell the blue gemstone, and we sell the other flame. That doesn't give us enough gold. That's a misplay. I think we're going to sell the little red gem as well now, and then we can buy a 3 slotter, which we can put here. Yep, that's what we're going to have to do. Put a 2 slotter up there. Move the 3 slotter across. You now live here. You're no longer in a fanny pack, but that's okay, I guess. You could move around, but you don't really gain anything by moving around. You're currently hitting 4 things. You can hit 5 if we ignore the duplication twice of buffs, like that. That didn't work as planned. Why not? Why didn't that work? Oh, I could have swore I saw a better way of doing that. Oh, like that, sorry. Yeah. Like that, so you're hitting 5 things. That's what I saw. You need to go across one, though. You're not in the fanny pack, which sucks, but that is what it is. And now you, although you're a debuffer, you can just live up here, I guess. And then we've got minus 10% stamina. We don't want minus 10% stamina. So if anything, we can make that trigger faster. 10% faster, or 3 hits, or sorry, 4 hits, it then triggers faster. So that's again, like after 9 seconds, it starts to ramp faster. I mean, maybe that's good, maybe it's bad. This is also just a stun, critical hit resistance, or stamina. And we don't care about stamina, so I don't want that in the bag either. Is it better to this? Just, no, it's not better for this to ramp. I mean, this is probably better in here, right? Because then it's actually going to attack faster. And then it's going to trigger the goob more. We're going to put more poison on. I guess that's the play. We'll put you up there. Send it. Don't send it. You're fine. Send it. Alright. Excalibur with loads of food, loads of cheese. They will just ramp here, I think. They've also got Staff of Unhealing, and they heal 130% more. Is that right? Oh, sorry. Unhealing is 130% more, so all of their healing is basically killing me. Interesting. I still want to do a build where we don't have a weapon and we just use Staff of Unhealings. Yeah, okay, that's a fair enough round to lose. We've gained another one of these potions. That's hilarious. We don't have a potion belt. That sucks. So now... I mean... I guess we do that. We put the broccoli here. And then the garlic can just live anywhere. Over there, I guess. You can go there, you can go there. Okay. Fire can go back there, so we start on more heat. We don't need the book, we don't need the piggy bank. We probably don't need either of these gems, so we're going to sell both of these two. That'll put us on... we're on 8 gold now, to be fair. I don't think we need this gemstone. So we're going to sell that gemstone, we're going to buy this. We could make an obsidian dragon. This boy, but I don't think we can. For every 5 heat we gain 2 damage, and the next hit of the star weapon is a critical. We're not really gaining a lot of heat after we've gained heat. The chili pepper is going to ramp us up to 10 heat. Well, it's actually going to go above 10 heat, but I don't think it's going to be like... we're not gaining an absurd amount of heat, so this doesn't really work with the build. Not to mention, if we did that, we'd then have to move you down here somewhere. And then we'd have to move everything up one, and I don't think it would work. So we are going to have this, but we're just going to leave it in the bag like so. Yeah, that's fine. When we sell this singular fire. 3 gold, we're just going to send it. I think we're kind of happy with how we're looking. This is interesting, because they're going to basically ping back our poison that we put on them. Luckily, this is only removing poison. We've just got our big heal from our badger for hitting 50% health, so I think this is a loss. Yep. Lightsaber dealing damage. Damn. I mean, as crazy as it is, just amassing loads of shells is it seems like a really bad build, but instead they've just demolished me. And that's because they've got so much sand, the lightsaber works really well, they've got loads of immunity, and everything's firing so fast. Yeah. I mean, again, a weird build that doesn't look optimized at all, but it kind of really worked. Okay, we got 2 rounds left. That's fine. We don't need the rat. We don't need the book. We do want the burning sword. Is this where we take out the broccoli? I think it might be. Yep, I think it might be. This is now, again, we're on high stamina usage, 1.8 stamina per second. And every 5 seconds we gain 2 stamina, but every time we use stamina, we inflict poison. So I think that's okay. I think we now get rid of the food. We don't need the 2 flames in, so I think we're going to sell both of them. We've got an extra bag slot, we may as well buy it. And we've got another chili. I think we buy the chili and switch it out for the garlic. And then we've got a random thing that gives us 1 rejuvenation. We don't need this. We can get rid of it. I think we just roll. A carrot would be really good as well. Is this where we get rid of something? We've got a shell still. We don't need the shell at this point. We can put you there and we can get rid of... no, we need the shell because of this item. That was fine as it is, I guess. I would like the carrot. I would very much like the carrot. Where would we put you? We'd put you bottom right, I think. We'd move you up there. We'd put you there. We'd get the goob out and we'd buy the carrot and put it here. Items gained, items used. You just gain, you just gain, you use. So that's why we got the ones where they are. This is only getting 4 buffs. We could move you up 1. No, we can't. Well, we can. We don't. Again, chip gemstones are nice, but they're not really that important. Fanny pack would be nice. I think we buy the fanny pack, and we don't use it right this second because we've got nowhere to put it where we have the extra bag slot. But if we get another fanny pack, then we can actually make plays. I mean, technically. Nope, I was going to say we could put the fanny pack here with the single slot over there. But then again, we can't fill that up because we've got a 3 slot that we can't do anything with. So that's fine. We'll keep hold of this and we'll put it in next round if we win. Well, even if we don't win, we still have 2 lives. That's fine. Cupcake Staff. They're reflecting all of our poison, which is crazy. I was hoping that would only be for the first 40 seconds of the game. What was reflecting debuffs? Not the boots, not the helmet, not this one, right? Was it the mirror? 20% chance to reflect debuffs. That reflected so many debuffs. Holy. Crazy. Okay. Oh, that was our last game. Fair enough. I think we'd have gained some rating. We gained 9 ratings, so I'm pretty sure we ended the day on a plus, because I think we started on 79 or 80. I hope we didn't start on 85. That would suck. But yeah, we started on close to 80, but that's alright. Alright. Yeah, that is going to wrap us up for today's stream.